we are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's what you do. You buy these clothes that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative. You dare dictate me the same old, every single day, without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone. Come on, you lads. How many yards were in them out there? Right, what would we do without Mo Salah? Come on, Mo. And remember the last 2 seasons where idiots were saying, get rid of him. Get rid of Mo. He's finished. He's over there. What a player. What a player. Love him. Love him. Give him his contract now. Give him a rise. £1 million a week. Imagine our owners doing that. I'll just, before I bring Sean, I'll just go through these. Callum, you can breathe now, lads. Absolutely. Oh, the Red Jew. I'll be back in 15 minutes, Frankie boy. Up the mighty Red Jew. You'll never walk alone. Absolutely. Sean the Doc. Frank, 8. Go away. I didn't know that. 839 subs. Wow. That's what they get. Can't believe that. Honestly, that's nearly over 100. No, around 80, 90, isn't it, since last night? That's fantastic. Like, subscribe, and share, folks. Thank you. There's the GOAT 12. The GOAT 12. That's a cracking name, that, isn't it? Yeah, Leo promoted this channel, and we all thank you, Go12. Thank you so much. Thank you, fella. Made up with that. Really am. Yeah, I've seen Leo sent his subs. Are they as good as, yeah, they're as good as our subs, aren't they? Coming off the bench. These lads come off the bench. Great. Lucio Magic, hey Frank, Leo gave you a big shout out saying how amazing you were. So now you're at 839 subs. Congratulations. Thank you, Lucio Magic. Thank you so much. I have a good mind to grovel. Am I a groveler? Must I? Must be. And Sean says, you're in for the treat, folks. Those who have just joined Frank's channel, thank you so much. And be sure to join AKMLFC as well. Yeah, I go on there now and again, as a guest. And I can't get a word in edgeways. And Liverpool's Yabby here from Leo's Goals. We are here for your wisdom, Frank. Thank you so much, Yabby. Thank you. And you never walk alone. We are 8 points clear, says Yabby. Absolutely. KP, the most inspirational team in the Premier League. You'll never walk alone. Go along with you there. But what about us fans? Like, come on, what about us fans? We're the boys. We're the boys. And as Sean says, welcome, folks. You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone with us here on here. Ever. Ever. And Darwin, they go, wow, Rashford scored for United already. Just 1 minute, 30 seconds until Amarim's first game at charge. Not interested in them, to be honest, Darwin. Honestly, not interested. And Frank's on 849 subs. Wow. And 10 likes on the stream already. You'll never walk alone. Thank you, false. Cozy false 9. You're the best, the pro. I've never seen the pro. Oh, you must be from Cody's goals. Not Cody's goals. Leo's goals. Thank you, pro. Thank you, mate. Brian, we are clear but got lucky the way Robertson and Szoboszlai are playing. They were atrocious, almost cost us the game. Then to play like that in the next 3 games, we will drop points. Virgil, Canate, Paul. Oh, come on, we've just bloody well won. And it's right after, Brian, you know, the international break. We're always like in that type of struggle. And don't forget, Szoboszlai scored a cracker. But that's your opinion. That's your opinion. And Sean says, let's get Frank 1K before Christmas. Be good, wouldn't it? You said that though, didn't you, Sean? David Ogundelli. I hope I've pronounced your name right, David Ogundelli. Frank, we're here from Leo's Goals to support you. Thank you so much. David, thank you so much, my dear friend. Youssef, aged 10 years after watching this. Well, I have black hair, as you know. I have black hair. Put the match on. 90 minutes later, just colour. Never do things easy. Can't wait to see the back of them lots. Annoying little saints. Yes, they were annoying. They were annoying. I'll be bringing my friends in here. 839 subs. Congrats. Leo promoted your channel, and we also thank you, Goat12. Mille grazie, as the Italians say, or as we little Italians say. Salah is the greatest, says David. Absolutely. Absolutely, David. Always turn into prime AC Milan against us. That's it. Do you know what? You even got, when I was younger, going back, you had some of the worst goalkeepers in the world, honestly, playing at Anfield. But they played like world beaters. They were unbelievable. And I'm going back when I was, you know, they were incredible. And some of the worst keepers I've ever seen, or, you know, in the history of football. Yet, every time he came to Liverpool, they played blinders. Goalkeepers. And the goat, after that performance, FSG has to extend. Yes, totally agree, Goat. Totally agree. And you never walk alone, family. Leo gave you a big shout out. It was beautiful. Thank you. He's a lovely lad, isn't he? You know, is our Leo. And he lives in France. He lives in France. I'm not doing a Charles Aznavour thing, you know. She may be a place I can't forget. Did I sound like a Frenchman then? Or Charles Aznavour? No. I'll tell you what's banned now. There used to be a fellow by the name of Maurice Chevalier, right? And he used to sing, "Thank heaven For little girls. For little girls grow bigger every day. Can't sing that now, can you? Get locked up. Thank you. I'm going to bring... I'll just read this. We struggle against small team, but somehow... Yeah, we do, and we get into them. Wait till next week. Wait till the Arsenal game. Not the Arsenal. Come on. Wait till the Madrid game. Wait till the City game. I'm telling you now, if we beat City next week, if we beat them, I'll just say it there, we should win the league. If we beat City, or even get a point, we should win the league. IBR. Afternoon, Franco and the Carlyle army. They're all good lads on here. Oh, brilliant lads. Look, I'll have to. God, blimey. Oh, blimey. As the goal says, 8 points clear on 11 when we beat City. Well, that's a big ask. I don't know. I don't know. We can beat them at Anfield with the crowd. The crowd down the necks of City players. We can beat them. We've always done well at Anfield against them, you know. Including, excuse me, including the Champions League, you know, when we played them in the Champions League. We've done well against them. Now listen, boys and girls, these people who don't know from Leo's goals, if you, it's not too late, you know. If you're, I'm doing this as a prize. I've got a fantasy footballer, and you can win this. I hope you can see it. You can win that. It's perpetual motion. It's a fantastic watch. It really is. It's brand new. The back of it, you can actually see the back, which is the right. You know, you can see the works and everything else. It's an expensive watch, and this is my present. It's a present to whoever wins it, to you from me, right? But also, if you join the Champions League, which is not too late either, you can also win this. And it's the programme from Madrid when we beat Tottenham 2-0 in the Champions League final. And that, my friends, is the autograph of Mo Salah, the hero of today. His proper signature. It's not a print or anything. It's his proper signature. Okay, you can win that. It's brand new. So try and have a go. I'll be putting up the things later. How to get on. And the Anfield Roar. Hey Frankie, hope you well, that. He's turning me into an alcohol. And Sean says 17 likes at the moment. And Garvett 66 Trent. Frank, I gave you a shout out on my. Thank you, Garvett. God, is that Garv? Yeah, it says Garvett, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And look at that. Say we've got the Anfield Roar. It gives you loads of points. All our guests on here. The Southampton pen wasn't a pen. The foul was out. Yes, I agree there, the GOAT. Oh, there's Leo. Hey, Frank, I sent over the Reds. I told them. You deserve so much. Thank you. Look, I'll have to bring in my wonderful guest. He's a bloody nuisance. Big Evertonian as well. A Manchester United supporter. But let's see what he says about our wonderful team. You kill me now. I'm a Man United supporter, an Everton supporter. There he is, Sean.
An Everton and a Man United supporter. It's over, Frank.
It's over.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you on getting 839 subscribers. That's amazing, and fair play to Leo's goals.
Yeah, and the lads, and
the lads. Definitely, none of you guys will. I mean, you'll be more than happy to be on his channel. He doesn't talk any bull crap, unlike some channels. So it's great. So let's try and get 1,000 subscribers for Frank before the Christmas. It has to be done. Has to be done, guys. Has to be done.
Listen, I've got to mention him. Sean.
Yes.
You were there. You was watching it. Mo.
Just give the guy a contract. There's absolutely no reason why that guy should not have a contract. He is just, there's no one better than him. And all this Ballon d'Or rubbish, that guy should be winning it year in, year out. He is an amazing, amazing player. And, very, very, what more can I say about him? Fantastic. The winner, amazing. You just don't give Mo Salah that space.
No. But
do not give Mo Salah that.
The goal he scores, when it came right over his head, I thought he was going to bring it down, and he just poked it. Yeah. That's how genius he is. He just poked it. He knew. As soon as he poked it, and the goalkeeper, their keeper, he was stranded in no man's land, looking over at the linesman to do that, offside.
Their keeper wasn't really at the races at all today. I mean, they handed us basically 2 goals. But I mean, Salah knew how much pace to put that ball in. I mean. He didn't. He just knew exactly that was going in. And sure, he had the top off and was celebrating. So I mean, it wasn't easy to watch.
What about that one that at the post that could have made it for 2?
Oh man! If anyone deserved a hat trick, it was Mo. Definitely. But I mean, we didn't make it easy. We did not make it easy on ourselves. I thought Lallana should have been sent off. And
yes.
I thought that was not a penalty for Southampton.
No.
There's no point in having VAR if you rule that as a penalty.
How many times have we discussed VAR? Yeah. How many times have we discussed the referee as well?
Disgraceful. Disgraceful. If the first point of contact is outside the box and he's already going down, then it's a free kick. That's it. Like,
it's as simple as that.
It's just ridiculous, So I don't get it. I don't get how the VAR officials and the officials on the pitch can't check this out and see for themselves that clearly this is it wasn't a penalty. But there you go.
No. The Galvert says, do you think we should sign Kirkers? What do you think, Sean?
I think he'd be on the list of a few players that we need to sign. It really all depends on what we do with these contracts. I'm more worried at the moment of getting the contract sorted out and then doing something in the January transfer window. I think if we've any ambitions to win stuff at the end of this season, we have to push ahead, and we have to have the ambition to sign players in the summer, or sorry, in the January transfer window. But
well, I totally agree with that, because, as I said, when we signed Chiesa, what did I say? Even before we signed him, what did I say?
Injury-prone player.
He's an
It was an
injury-prone
player, appeasement signing.
And some people want to keep him. What for? To go into the physio and say, can you mend this muscle? Can you do something with my knee and the other knee to go with it? Is that why they want to keep this lad? It's just like Keita and Thiago, both injury-prone players, and we kept them and kept them and kept them.
I think he's worse. He hasn't. He's only been at the club since the summer, and he hasn't even signed up, or he hasn't even. He's hardly played. So, I think he's worse.
Well, Leo's goal says, and he's spot on here, the lad. I love how we found a way to win, even while we're not playing well at all.
Yeah,
that says a lot.
Well, I mean, that's been the story of our season, Leo, hasn't it? I think it's been the story of our season. We've still managed to get the. I think the second half we're always the most dangerous, but for whatever reason we I don't know. We just didn't do well in the first half.
No, the first half. When we went 1-0 up, I thought, we'll kick on from here. But again, I'm being honest here. I was watching it on my own, as you do, and no one here to shout at whatever. I'm on my own, and I'm just saying, hurry up, hurry the play up.
Yeah.
We were just like, and it was shocking. It was really shocking. They only had to hurry it up.
I don't know how you felt about it, Frank, but I thought the intensity of the game in the first half, I mean, they were kind of sitting back and allowing us play it to them. I was worried that our stamina was going to go in the second half. That's what I felt. But I just think the decision that the referee made with regards to Lallana and Gravenberch and then Robertson, I think were disgraceful decisions, and could have cost us the game if it had been any other night or any other team. It could have cost us the game.
Yes, totally agree there. But they came out, they were fighting. We can't take anything away from them.
No.
If you know what I mean.
No, definitely not.
That big lad, their centre forward. He's got one of those African names, Anyway, it might as well be a Polish name. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There was hardly any contact with Gapco. There was hardly any, and he just went down. Yeah. I think if Gapco would have, didn't go near him, I think the lads would have gone down because something went on him. Something at all, whatever it was, something went on him. And he just went down, didn't he? He knew that it was, and all the gamesmanship about stretches and everything else. Then he got up and walked off. By the time they got their player in position, just ridiculous.
It was, but sure, look, I mean, all credit to Southampton. I mean, obviously they're having a really bad patch. They will probably feel a little bit hard done by. They really, put the game to us. But look, we got the 3 points at the end of the day. I'm happy with that,
Well, J36A, is that a code or something? I think he's in the MI6.
MI6, yeah.
Or CIA, one of the two. Yeah.
The new Bond.
Yeah. Bond. Anyway, he says, Leo Goals, help me find your channel. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you, 360, Mr. Bond. Thank you.
Mr. Bond.
Really
I've been expecting you, Miss Moneypenny.
Oh,
Do you like that?
that was. Do you know what? I think this is. Is this like? Is this like Britain's Got Talent now?
Gotta hope not.
Yeah. Well, there's me telling to take off Charles Aznavour and Maurice Chevalier. Thank heaven for little girls.
I sent you a sound clip on your WhatsApp when I was waiting in the lobby, and I was I sang to you. But there you go.
But I'll play it after that.
You do, yeah. Best not playing it now. You'd lose all those subscribers.
Fair play to you and Leo's goal, says Sean, and followers. Thank you so much. And that's Garbett says. I hope I'm pronouncing your things right, Or shall we just call you that? No, but say Garbett 66 Trent.
Garvett X 66 Trent.
Do you know? Listen, Garbett, my granddaughter, she loves Trent Arnold. She loves him, and she said, her mother said she wants a shirt, and so I gave her the money to get a shirt. And unfortunately, I brought her the match once. Her mother's brought her once, and she just loves Liverpool. We can't get tickets, unfortunately. Anyway, that's by the way. And her mother sent me through. I forget who we were playing the week before that. I forget who we were. Was it Chelsea? Oh, no, it wasn't Chelsea. Anyway, we were playing them. And she sent me a photograph through. And there's Sophie, my little granddaughter, sitting there watching the game with 66 and Trent on her back. Trent on her back. Just great.
As I said to you before, Frank, I hope to God that Francine doesn't have to get a Real Madrid jersey with Trent on the back next season.
This is what we'll have to discuss as well, look, at the beginning of the season, we were discussing, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I said the spine of the club is Alisson, Trent, Virgil, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. And look, three out of the four, and there's a little bit that's out now about Ali.
Yeah,
they are the spine of the club. No matter what. And Quavine, did I pronounce his name like Quavine? No, I'm useless. Why couldn't he have a name like Jimmy or Joe?
I'll ask him to change his name for Quavine.
Quavine,
yeah.
Right, it's all that.
He played a very good game. I mean, he was unlucky with the penalty.
That's what I was saying. He was unlucky with the penalty.
Yeah, very unlucky with the penalty. Can't really put a foot wrong, can he?
No. And Garvin said, Frank, go to Anfield with Leo. If he ever wants my address and he's over, he can come and see me. My address. I live on the, more or less in the city centre. And he can come and see me, Leo. Come and see me.
Martin and myself are going over and seeing you, Frank, aren't we?
Yes. Yes, yeah. And I hope the Anfield Draw comes and sees me as well over certain things.
With a few of those drinks, maybe. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Leo's goals. Also, with decisions going against us like that, we should never have been like that. We should never have been. It should never have been a penalty. Robbo's foul was outside the box, but we still found a way, even with these refs. and VAR as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Leo. Yes, you're so right, lads. You're so right on both your comments. Both your comments.
I think it was disgraceful. I mean, like you look at that on the TV, and you're trying to make out how it would be a penalty, and you're thinking to yourself, they're hardly going to give a penalty away, and then they do, and then you're trying to justify that, and you just can't. You know, if there was a foul in the box, we would say there's a foul in the box, and therefore, you know, and Canate was very unlucky, or say very lucky. I thought like in the first half he could get sent off with some of the tackles, but that was definitely not a penalty, Robertson.
No, certainly wasn't. And you know, again there'll be discussions about it, you know, all the time now because of the controversy it caused. Just controversial all the time, especially involving Liverpool for some reason. And the Go 12 says this time, this is a very good comment. This time we're no mods, we're regular people here, Garbutt, and he's talking to Garbutt. That's lovely, that. And Garbutt says Leo became wise out of nowhere. And his Aaron Field. A small mention from today's match: Darwin Nunez. I'm kind of done with the lad. He has been a complete waste of money and is never going to improve. I feel we can move on from him and get a real number 9. Sean.
I still want to see him do well. I don't want to give up on him, but you know, I think that cross into the box there where Diaz missed it, I thought that was a fantastic cross. Would have been a great assist, but again, if he's not given the service, what can you do?
No, he wasn't getting any service at all really today.
Do you know what I mean? If you don't get the service, then what can he do? You know.
See, you know, lots of our fans, they've been giving him this season, and you know, we're coming up to Christmas. We're top of the league. We're 8 points clear. Let's see what happens in the next few weeks. Let's get Christmas, because I said at the beginning of the season, well, not, you know, about five or 6 games in, you know, people saying we're going to win the league and doing that. And what do you think, Frank? Are we going to win the league? And I just said, well, you can't win the league in November. No one has. I said, just leave it till Christmas. But today's win, albeit, as Leo says and everybody else, and as you say and I say, you know, we didn't play well at all. My daughter Francine said to me a couple of weeks ago, no, last week or this week, whenever it was, she said, Dad, we're not playing, we're still in the same gear. Wait till we move up a gear or 2. She said, we'll be unstoppable. And that's what's got to come from Liverpool.
Well, I kind of feel like there's more from Liverpool, you know, because I think, you know, I don't know who it was that made the comment that, you know, we're still winning but playing badly, you know, or not playing as well as we should.
That was Leo's
goals. It was Leo's goals.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree with Leo. I think if we have another gear to go up, then, I mean, that's going to be something else. With the players that are coming back fit, you've got Jota, you've got Elliott. I think Jones, you know, has been playing very well anytime he's been on the pitch. I think Jones, and I forgot to mention, he was very important for the first goal. Very important.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we have Jones playing like that, Harvey Elliott coming back, I mean, that's going to be something else. That's going to be something else.
Well, I've always said as well, I've always said that we have a forward line. We have a forward line that can score against anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been proved right so far. I've been proved right up to today that we can rely on our forwards. But what I'm saying about the Anfield role as well, I'm not dismissing what he's saying. He really thinks that we need a proper number 9 because let's be honest, Darwin he's a left winger, isn't he? He'd rather play out on the left.
Well, I would, yeah. I mean, I probably would see him there, but I mean, I think we've got so much competitiveness for the left wing, So I think that's why Nunez isn't playing there. I mean, you've got Diaz and if you've got Gakpo. Diaz and Gakpo this season have been incredible, and Gakpo, along with Gravenberch, have been the two of the most the most improved players this season. I think they've done very well under Sloot.
No, you're right. No, you're spot on as well. Yeah, if anything, we will improve. What you said about, what I said as well about this slow football. Do you think he's conserving energy? If that sounds daft.
That's that's what Neil Broderick was saying. He says, I think Sloot is reserving energy for the second half of the season. Maybe he's better able to manage it than Klopp and the coach and staff that we had in previous years. I don't know. Only time will tell at the end of the season, Frank, whether he is reserving energy. But certainly, we need to continue that momentum. I don't think we should play like that every game because I think we'd be found out. I think if we're up against a tougher side, and no offense to Southampton, I think if we're up against Real Madrid or up against City next, you couldn't play like that. So definitely it's up again.
Okay, let's see what the Anfield says on Callum. He says, I'm just done with it. This is the Anfield explaining to Brian. I'm just done with him now. For the money we paid, I expect a top-class player. But right now, I'd rather have Salah, Diaz in the centre, and Gakpo.
That's a good point.
Callum says, Kelleher, Bradley, Canate, Van Dijk, Samikas, Enzo, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Diaz, Gakpo, Salah versus Madrid.
You'd put Endo there? Ooh.
No,
I wouldn't.
No. No. Where's Canate? Got to play our best. If we want to beat this lot, see someone turn around, didn't he? On not our chat, or was it our chat? I'm not quite so sure. And said, play all the kids. Yeah, there was an our chat, wasn't it? Play all the kids. Because we've already, we're going through anyway in the Champions League.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You can't do that.
No.
Just imagine playing the kids and getting beaten 9-0. I'm not being funny when I say that. Just imagine the confidence hitting them kids.
Might also go against the goal difference as well, Frank.
Yeah, exactly. No, you play our best.
I
You
think the new formation of the Champions League has it in such a way that you can't play the under-experienced young kids in the Champions League. The Champions League, the new format, basically insists that you play the best starting 11 that you have. Otherwise, you could find yourself in a, dropping down a pool and in a situation where you're up against a far more difficult side in the knockout stages than you would have originally if you had been in the top tier.
You've got to go from strength to strength.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. That's the name of the game, strength to strength. Because I'll be coming back to that in a moment. Garbutt says, Frank, should we sign Kirkes? No, I'll tell you who we should sign, Garbutt. And this is just my opinion. We should sign, and I've been following this. I follow Serie A, right? I follow Serie A. And I watch the players there. There's one player who's absolutely brilliant. And that's Incapi. Now, Incapi can play left back, but he can also play left side as a centre back as well.
Okay.
Incapi. And who's the other fella there, Sean?
Inacio. But do you think, with our experience of Italian players,
Zubamendi, they're the two players we should sign in January. That's me. That's me. Because we know what the owners are like. They don't like spending anything. They don't like. If me and Sean and Leo Goals go to the, and we're in the main stand, and John Hendry's there, do you think he'd buy this multi-billionaire? Do you think he'd buy us 3 pies and a cup of tea? No.
I think. How do you like your steak, John?
Hey, John, the steak's ready. Okay, I'm coming over.
I think John has a borrowing order on me, so probably best that I'm not in. But it's a good thing because he hardly is ever in Anfield. So there you go.
The fishman, Mr. Hendry.
Yeah, I think most people know my views of FSG, and they haven't changed one iota.
Same as me. The City sides are on their knees. We need to put the final nail in their coffin.
Yes, Yusuf.
Must win game. Yes, Yusuf.
Yeah.
If
these courts don't make them in breach of the 115 financial fair play breaches, we'll do it. We'll make them suffer.
I've got to answer the goat here. And he's answering to Anfield Road. Then you're no Liverpool fan. Then if you don't back the players, even if they play poorly, Goat, honestly, the Anfield Road backs the players. He's a season ticket holder. He's a great mature man, and he's just given an opinion. Goat, honestly, he's just given an opinion how he sees Darwin. And everybody's entitled to an opinion. We do argue, but, to say, like, Liverpool fan, honestly, Goat, he's a wonderful, wonderful man, as Anfield Road. And he's a gentleman as well, by the way. He's a gentleman.
I think that gets thrown out a lot of times, Goat, especially on social media, where it's literally embedded in your head that if you say anything about the players, that you're no Liverpool fan. I think you can have supportive criticism, or you can be critical. If you're talking about a football match, you're hardly going to say that all players are performing well, because that wouldn't be true. You can say, this player is not performing well, hasn't been performing well. Is there a chance that that we should maybe review his situation at the end of the season. I think that's fair to say. I think that's a fair assumption. Insofar as, it would be the same when we're talking about Chiesa. At the end of the day, we can't pussyfoot about the place when it comes to players and players' positions. If they're not performing, we've got to kind of say, well, look, what are they actually? Is the style of football suiting them? Can we get anything out of him? Is he worth staying at the club? Because if we were to keep this attitude that we can't be critical, we would never sell a player. I don't know what you think about that, Frank.
No, look, it's happened, isn't it? I'm going to tell you now. It's happened. Remember when I said this? I love Jurgen Klopp. I've got a bloody picture of him. Where am I? There he is. There, look. There he is. There's the great man. There's the other great man. And there's one of the greatest players ever to play for Liverpool. In there. And you can't see him, unfortunately. And he's the image of me when he was younger, with glasses on. But anyway, that's by the by. That's by the by. As you see, it's hard for me to explain about Liverpool Football Club. We went through a terrible period of time, through the noughties. Then, Ulier came, we won 5, whatever we won 5 of. And then we had another lean period going up for 4 years until Rafa came in, bang, then we won the European Cup, then we won the FA Cup, then we finished second in the league, then Rafa went, Rafa was gone. Then Hodgson, the Northern Irishman who won't name, we had a terrible lean period. We had some terrible players, and I'm talking about Konchesky. These are players that just.
We wouldn't have minded Andrei Konchesky, but Konchesky is what we ended up having.
So we were going through them. Honestly, Garver, we were going, but we were getting behind them as well. But we were absolutely delighted when they went. Now, getting back to Jurgen, when he became manager, he see what he was doing, but he was starved of investment. He really was. And then all of a sudden, we started to win things. And then again, we were starved. And when we won the league, when we won the Champions League, there was no investment. Then we started to get rid of players. The likes of Gini Wijnaldum. Gini was never there. He was never replaced. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. Then all of a sudden, I said at the time, why is he holding on? I've got to be honest here. Why is he holding on to Milner and Jordan Henderson? I was saying that because it's all right, Jordan Henderson running up and down for the first half or the second half, because they weren't starting full games. Milner wasn't starting a full game. And, he came on as a substitute in the last half hour so he could run up and down. He needed to be replaced by a lad who could run up and down and tackle and everything else for 90 minutes, same as Jordan Henderson. And we needed to replace the midfield then. But he hung on to them, and he hung on to them far too long. We went after 2 quadruples, and because of the lack of investment, we just petered out in the last few games, which destroyed us. Which was, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Well, I just look at, I'm not blaming Klopp at all, because he had to hang on to them For the simple reason there was no investment coming in.
And
Would
I think
you agree?
would I agree? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Absolutely, 110%. I would agree. And I mean, Callum made a good point there. Some would say that Fabinho wasn't replaced either, and he wasn't. We took a real gamble by offloading all of our midfield last season, not last summer, the summer before, and bringing in a completely new midfield. And if it wasn't for the stewardship and the man-to-man management of Jurgen Klopp, we wouldn't have done as well as we did. But going back to the investment or lack thereof, we hear constantly, day in, day out, oh, these are great businessmen, they're frugal, they live beyond, or they don't live beyond their means. Do you want to be the next Gillette and Hicks, blah, blah, blah. These guys spent the average net spend per window is the same as it was under Gillette and Hicks. So a 300 million club versus a 4 billion club, and we're spending the exact same money. This summer, after we won the league, we got rid of Lovren and other players. We didn't bring in players that we needed. We ended up having to play central midfielders in our defence. There was a time that we had Milner as a left back, and we nearly got destroyed by Man City. So there's no way that should have happened. And Klopp was fantastic with his man management, but we were always nipped to the post, and it would have taken maybe one or two players, one window here, one window there, that could have made all the difference.
Absolutely. And Youssef says the last time City won at Anfield with fans was in 2003 under Keegan. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Garbutt says, bro, if Spurs can beat City 4-0, we can beat them 5-0.
Man, I was laughing my head off. Haaland, be humble or stay humble. Yeah, I wonder how humble he was there.
Oh, Brian says, Goat, did you back Balotelli? I don't think anyone backed Mario. No one. Absolutely, he was.
Well, I mean, I'll give you an even better question, Goat. Did you back El Hadj Diouf?
I don't think. I think the Goat's there, to be honest, is young. I think.
No, and I respect that. I
don't think he knew El Hadj Diouf.
I don't.
Salif Diao.
I don't think
the players go. We had to support. The likes of Ricky Lambert. Listen, Goat. Listen to and the lads from Leo's, who subscribed, and I honestly, I'm so grateful for that. Believe you me. Point is, lads, I'll tell you a little story which is absolute fact from the horse's mouth, and it was about Luis Suarez. Now, Luis Suarez, after we drew, with Crystal Palace, after being 3-0 up, but the Irishman, the Northern Irishman, he wanted more goals, all this nonsense, to try and beat City. And we ended up drawing 3-3. And Louis was crying after that game. He was crying. See him crying on the pitch. And Steven Gerrard got up and said, come on. We still got still playing Newcastle on Saturday, Sunday, whatever it was. And anyway, well, now here's the story. We were in the Champions League for the first time. for the first time. And he went in to the Northern Irish man, right, and begged him to let him stay at Liverpool to play in the Champions League for us. He said, I just want to play in the Champions League for Liverpool and for the fans. Just give me another season, because the Northern Irish told him he was going. He was going. And anyway, he said no. Who did we bring in to replace him? Ricky Lambert. Ricky Lambert. And he came out and said, the Northern Irishman, that he didn't want to say, this is when he'd gone, you know, and whatever. He said in a newspaper article, or whatever it was, he said it in. And he said, I didn't want Mario Balotelli. 2 weeks later, Steven Gerrard came in with a column and said he broke his back trying to buy Mario Balotelli. So he's a liar. 2 lies to our fans. I didn't want to buy him. And as Stephen said, who do you believe, Steven Gerrard or the Northern Irishman? And who I believe. And it's Steven Gerrard.
And the other thing, guys, is don't be fooled into thinking that that's not going to happen. You know, with the likes of Trent, the likes of Salah, and the likes of Virgil. You know, you may get the same shite saying, "Oh well, they left for money," or that's if they do leave. But you will get that, and we've seen it time in, time out, where they villainize these players. They did the same with Genie.
Yeah. Yes. And the IBR says Chelsea are looking dangerous and certainly have squad depth and no Champions League in midweek. Yes.
They've about 50,000 players.
I'm sorry, Sean. Well,
you're okay. No, go on.
No, I was just going to say they're no danger to Liverpool. You know, what you've got, I said the dark horses, if you remember, going back, I said the dark horses here are going to be Spurs, and look what they did to City last night. Spurs. I said, and Chelsea, you know, they're no mugs. They will come good. And I did say that. The biggest danger to Liverpool, and I'm going to say it, is ourselves. The biggest danger to us is ourselves. And I'll tell you for why. I'll just say this, you know, these are to the lads, the Anfield or IBR, they all know what I've said about this, what I'm going to say. I'll say it to these newcomers. When we signed Chiesa, everybody, before we signed him, we were all saying, and I suppose you as well, you know, you lads out there, you were all saying, why haven't we bought anybody? Everybody's buying. Everybody. Why haven't we bought anybody? So on the penultimate day, you know, for a bargain price, you know, this is the bargain basement people. You know, when you scrape the barrel and go, oh yeah, what about him? And we signed Chiesa, and it was an appeasement to the Liverpool fans that signed him. It was an appeasement. And I didn't want him because there was rumours that we were going to sign this lad. And I went, he's injury prone. He's injury prone. He won't be given much to Liverpool. He'll be like Thiago. He'll be like Keita. You know, injured. That's what I said. So it was an appeasement. Now let's see what happens in January. This is what I said. Let's see what happens. Now, I also said, and you're the witness to this, and so are the lads on there. I said, when they're all going on about contracts, I said, the lads will sign them. And by the time January comes, it'll come out as they're like 3 new signings, meaning that'll go over the heads, if you like, of Liverpool supporters. And they'll go, yeah, they're like 3 new signings, meaning we won't sign anyone in January. And if I go back to that November when it came out that FSG was selling, they're going to sell the club. Everybody was doing cartwheels, backward flips, running down. They're all celebrating, running down to the pub. They're all celebrating. We're selling the club. Until I said, right after, I said, no, we won't sell the club. They won't sell the club. And I'll tell you for why. I said, by the time January comes, you know, the fact it was brilliant the way they did it. Actually, it was a little PR thing. They won't buy anybody because they're selling. Why should they buy somebody when they're going to sell? Now here's what I said before that came out. I said in February they'll come out and say no, we're not selling, and I was vindicated by that. They think that, there are some naive people, supporters, unfortunately, out there. But they don't pull the wool over our eyes. They don't pull the wool over my eyes. Never have done, never will do. You see, and then I get told that, you're a FSG hater, go and support another club. Go and, and I just say, no. Oh, you're a FSG out. I say, no. I said, I've never, ever said FSG out of my life since they've been owned. Never, ever said them. Didn't want them in the first place. I didn't want X and Gillette in the first place. I was on the steps to get them out of St. George's Hall.
Darwin, the GOAT, says that they turned the club around, and I'll always be thankful for them. They didn't turn the club around. They brought in, or Klopp came in, and he worked under very, very difficult restrictions and limitations that were put under by FSG. And if we had any other owner in the Premier League, we could have probably brought in a whole lot more. What you're forgetting is everything else that happened before Klopp. That's what you're forgetting in terms of the stadium and the stand, or the stadium and the training ground. That all came from us. It didn't come from FSG at all. So a lot of people, but that watch from Frank, that's coming to me.
And the unfair, now it's the GOAT.
But that's for anyone that remembers me, or you probably don't. I mean, I'm nothing special, but I mean, myself and Martin Mason, we were part of a group called Fenway We Come Not to Pay, and we did call out these owners for the lack of investment. We studied up on them. We know Tom Warner was part of the San Diego Padres and the fire sale of '93. We've had plenty of fire sales at Liverpool. We knew from looking at and releasing the court documents of the purchase of Liverpool Football Club, we knew of FSG's intentions at Liverpool. So,
That's true. That's true. It's not all roses and everything else with them. The likes of the Royal Bank of Scotland confirmed that Liverpool Football Club would never have gone into administration. They confirmed it. They had too much collateral. They had not billions, they had millions. They could have held out. And it was a fella named Broughton.
Bruton, yeah. Martin Bruton.
And he brought in those Americans because there was other lads out there, they wanted it. There was 5, believe it or not, 5 or 8 Chinese who wanted to buy Liverpool, and they were football supporters, Chinese, and they wanted to buy Liverpool. Between them, they were worth 60 billion quid. And they wanted to buy Liverpool. And, you know, so they feel...
Bottom
and
of the barrel deal.
The Sheikh, who was worth billions as well, he wanted to buy Liverpool. And, you know, there's always the arguments about oil money and whatever. Now, if you go back before, I know the full story. If you go, I'm not telling the story now, but I'm just saying, if you go back to Sheikh Maktoum and his two nephews who were Liverpool supporters and season ticket holders, and he wanted to buy them. He wanted to buy Liverpool Football Club. He said, I'm going to buy Liverpool Football Club. And everything was done. Everything. You see? Now, these people who say about oil money, were they coming out and saying anything? No. They were doing the same. They were going, oh, celebrating, oh, this is great, you know, we've got more money than sand and everything else. And party time. And then all of a sudden, bang, why did they come out and say, we don't, you know, oil money? I mean, afterwards, you know, this is a few years later, when Manchester City was taken over. So, you know, it's too much the way people have gone on about Liverpool and these owners, unfortunately. They really are. I shook hands with John Henry. I shook hands with him. That's why I call him the Fishman. Because when you think about him, I said we got beat by Spurs. That Bale fella scored when he beat us at Anfield 2-0. And I said to him, we need players. Everything's in hand. I said, you what? He said, everything's in hand. And then a little voice came over from the other side of there. Hey, John, your steak's ready. And that was Werner. Werner came to Anfield. I think it was I don't know whether it was last season or the season before. And he did. We've got the only chairman on the planet who might as well be living on a base on Mars because he never ever comes to Anfield to sit in that chairman's chair. Or we have to say the chairperson's chair.
The chairperson.
He's the chairperson.
You'd be cancelled.
And he never ever sitting because he had to ask a steward, can you tell me where my office is? The steward just looks at him and went, yeah, they are down there, come on. And he had to follow him and open the door for him and said, yeah, that's it. That's a chairman of Liverpool Football Club. Ta-da! You know, it's a da-da.
Frank, I have Martin Mason who wants to jump on. Is that okay?
Come on, get him on.
All right, hold on there a second there. Wait. Oh, he says, not just yet in the bath. Well, Jesus Christ, Martin, I don't want to see you in the bath.
See what IBR says, Sean, that watch is the Holy Grail and your destiny.
My destiny. Oh yes, it will be mine. It will be mine. I'm coming over in December to just to get it fitted, you know. But I mean, guys, if you want to really know about FSG, look at what the Boston Red Sox fans think about them. Ask a Boston Red Sox fan what they think about FSG, John W. Henry and Tom Warner. And there you will find your answer. It's not just conspiracy crap or whatever, you know. It's pure fact.
Oh, is that what he said? Yeah, I'd like to jump on soon. Where is he? Yeah,
He's in the bath.
Oh, that was well below the bell call and Sean of Blue Nose is a hate crime, and that must be reported.
Yeah, I've got my solicitor on top of that.
Shame already in the dock. I'm already in the top. It's not the helmet top. So I read you with us yet. The Anfield Road, just see that. See great lads, all great lads. The Reggie says, big up Leo and welcome to his followers. Remember, we are Reds. We are family. Absolutely. In a nutshell. See, comes back. The Reggie. But he doesn't tell us that he's going away and we're all worrying about him. Where's Reggie? Was anybody? I was Anfield Road. I said, Anfield Road, have you seen there? Reggie, have you heard from him? Anyway.
He's back as Redbird now.
Yeah. It's a great story behind what Reggie, you know, it used to be Redbird, and because he had that thing in the chest and that lovely nurse saved his life, must have been Julie a name, and he immortalised that girl's name, Red Dew, not Redbird, but Red Dew, and I love that. That's the greatest thing I've read. Almost, well, you know, whatever. Anyway, Ryan Gravenberch says the Anfield. Silent midfield. Yeah, he is a libero. Yes. That pass for Salah was class. He, with Salah, have been our outstanding performers today. I thought Jones looked tired and it was a game too far. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Sunday, innit? Sunday. Brian says the officials just had to squeeze one deadly decision against us today. The fear of us going 8 clear of City and Arsenal. Yes. Yes. That's a great shout. I don't know what that means. I'm back to the goal.
As in, yeah.
Was AFK? I don't know. I don't know these abbreviations. I don't know where I am here. I don't know where I am. Let's see. Hang on. The Anfield Road is no 72. How long are you going to wait for this great thing to appear? Chelsea's Jackson was laughed at last year. It took him 12 months to settle and score. Nunez is going on into 3 years. He's right.
I get what Anfield Roar is saying. I really do. But I think, you know, there's a couple of things. I mean, obviously, there's the communication problem. I don't know whether his English has improved much. And then there was the fact that he was going offside quite a lot, which I think is slightly improved of the last number of games. But if he doesn't get the service, Anfield Roar, what do you do? You know?
Yeah. Well, listen, lads. Listen, I don't want any personal stuff on here. We're all Reds. We're all Reds.
What's happening?
No, one of the lads said, you know, about someone being thick. Are you thick? I don't like that. I
know. There's no need for that, guys. We're all having a bit of a chat. You know, that's why Frank's channel is a top channel. So let's try and keep it that way, folks.
And no, I'd say, hey guys, FSGPRT wants us to believe. That's the thing I like. That's the thing I like. You believe Darwin Souls is going to get us who? Mbappe or Ireland. You know, someone on their levels. We could have had Ireland for their 17 million, believe it or not. But we didn't.
Oh, that annoyed the hell out of me, Frank.
I know. Mbappe or Ireland levels, catch your grip. Bring back Ricky Lambert. Nunez, give your head a wob. Redbeard is back at his name, eh? Zia, I think Darwin will leave because he hardly gets the ball passed to him. Imagine if Ireland don't get to see much of the ball. He wouldn't score nearly as much as he does. That's a great comment.
Yeah.
Great comment.
Absolutely. And that's, I mean, that's what I mean, if you remember, I mean, Bobby didn't score that many goals, but contributed. You know, he was absolutely influential in that front three. Absolutely in that front three. Now, bear in mind, Bobby, I think, was a much better player than Darwin. There's no two ways about it. But he didn't score as many goals because you had Salah and you had Mane.
And no wide 72. Jota and Chiesa is not even on the bench. And you guys, who's the guys, are gagging for Darwin's sale. Do one. Go and watch cricket.
God, I could never watch cricket.
I watched something today. And it was about, I was watching it this morning, lying in bed as you do, you know. I'll put the telly on. And it was about Cromwell. Should have seen the answer I gave to this fella. Was bulling him up, you know, doing this little documentary, bulling him up. And I said, hang on a minute, you never mentioned Major John Rossman. You didn't mention, you know, that when he died, you know, this Cromwell, that the people dug him up, desecrated his body, cut his head off, spiked it, and put it on Traitors' Gate. Never mentioned that. Propaganda, shocking.
Absolutely.
In this country, he's the only person, you know, English person, to really try and commit genocide against the Irish. I know that. That Major John Rossman, he gave him 9,000 acres of prime land because he killed more Irishmen than anybody else, more than any other generals. I put that in the thing as well.
They tend not to talk about that.
Yeah, look, now this is what I want. Yeah, look at the red bird. Big up to you, Leo, for sending your people over to Frank's channel. Thank you, red bird. And thanks, Leo. Thank you, Leo, honestly. Really do appreciate it. And the lads on here. Coutinho hasn't been replaced, can't lie. He hasn't, Callum. He hasn't. Coutinho, look, he was forced out. And if he wouldn't have gone, we would have never have got Alisson nor Virgil van Dijk.
You're kind of damned if you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
This is what they're like. Just imagine Phil Coutinho in that side, and we would have brought in the likes of Alisson and Virgil to play along. Imagine. But they weren't. He was sold. And, you know, what was the spin? Wanted to go to
Barcelona, yeah.
Oh, do you know what it's like? It's like Fernando Torres that time. Fernando Torres. And he said, and he's come out since, hasn't he? He said, I didn't want to leave Liverpool. So we can come out now and say it. Because he's not under any restrictions. He's retired. I didn't want to leave Liverpool. What's that telling you? He was forced out. To pay for. Who did we buy when he went?
Fucking Suarez and Andy Carroll. And guys, another thing that I would just say.
Carry on, I'm just going to get a drink.
Yeah. The other thing that I would just say, and it's a very good point that Frank made, you know, a lot of these players aren't going to say anything bad about FSG. But if you ever go to a former Legends gig, a Liverpool Legends gig, the amount of legends that have come out and spoke out against these owners is incredible. And I mean, John Aldridge has written about it, so anything I'm saying, it isn't, you know, behind John Aldridge's back. John Aldridge has been at Liverpool Legend gigs that I have actually been to, and he's spoken out about these owners. He's actually spoken out about them. There have been other Liverpool legends that have spoken out about FSG and their lack of investment, their lack of ambition at the club. FSG, all they are portfolio collectors. They go to any assets that are in bad nick but have potential of making a shitload of money. That's the only reason why they went to Liverpool. It's the reason that they didn't go to Bordeaux. You know, if they are the saviors that some people think they are, they would have gone to Bordeaux and saved them. But they didn't, because they didn't see the potential that Liverpool had and have. So, yeah.
Well, no, I'd say Sloot uses our main striker like a decoy, and FSG knows how he operates. Hence, why very early on these PR teams started attacking Darwin when he did not even start for us. I saw the whole ruse. So you've got
Noah Hyde is in the night.
And Zia says, Frank, I wanted Henderson gone for ages. So did I. And I'm Milner. I wanted I don't know, it was 2 or 3 years before we brought in what we've got now, the likes of Szoboszlai, McAllister. You know, I wanted two midfielders for 3 years. 3. And I'm talking top quality midfielders as well. This is why I'm screaming out now for the likes of Zubamendi, and also Nkappi. I think Nkappi's absolutely brilliant. I've been watching him for a couple of years. He had Mo Salah in his pockets when we played them the other week. He has him in his pocket, albeit that Mo, to assist that night against Leverkusen. Will we get them? No. They're the people I want. They are the lads. I wanted Darwin. I can never pronounce his name. You know, that character Sheila from Napoli, the outside right.
If you can't pronounce it, Frank, there's little hope of me pronouncing it.
But you know, that's who I wanted. I love him. He's fantastic. Now they're talking about this Marmouche.
And another thing, Noah Hyde, and I appreciate your comment there. Another Liverpool legend that spoke out against the owners is Ray Houghton.
Ray Houghton, yeah. I'll tell you, what about Virgil? Was it last season when he went?
Virgil,
season?
Stephen Gerrard.
That's what he said.
Stephen Gerrard said several times that the owners need to get behind the manager and start investing. Virgil said the same thing. So all of the clique, as I call them, the toe-the-liners, and again, for all the newbies there, toe-the-liners are any journalists, podcasters, YouTubers that told the corporate line, do exactly what the club tell them, say what the club tell them in order to keep their perks and exclusives. They dumb down the fan base with putting this positive PR spin about FSG. I called the Liverpool Echo the Fenway Echo, and the Athletic are just, I mean, David Ornstein has spoken about Richard Hughes being fantastic, and those people who are in the know and in that world, you know, are taking their hat to Richard Hughes. What the hell has Richard Hughes done? What's he done?
He's gone on holiday. Do you remember when he went on holiday? He was so straight. Where is he? Someone said he's on holiday.
On holiday. And I mean, we like the excuse of, oh, you know, he's just come into, you know, he's just taken over the position. That excuse is well over now. Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent, if those conversations have not been had about contracts, they need to get the finger out. There's no way, there's no excuse for leaving 3 of your top players and let their contracts go down to the very last 4 or 5 months of their contracts. It's negligence on their part, on the club's part.
Yeah, but Klopp was getting the blame for that.
But Klopp, as you know,
I said, hang on a fucking minute. You know, Klopp. How can you blame Klopp? I said, this is when what's used on. I said, he's been in since June. Didn't he know anything about the contracts, like? And then went on fucking holiday.
Well, no,
I said,
Julian Ward.
Julian Ward,
then Hughes. And I mean, I saw another comment that, like, we should be thankful of FSG because Edwards is back. Well, if Edwards came, why did Edwards leave in the first place? Why did Ward leave in the first place? And why did we bring them back? They shouldn't have come back.
As a Scouser, if you leave Liverpool, don't come back. And I'm talking about Walker. I'm not talking about players, by the way, because they you know, it's like Trent now. You know, the owners could just say to me, "Oh, you're going to that." You know what I mean? So you can't blame him. I don't blame players when they leave. You know, I really don't, because you don't know the workings, what's going on behind the scenes, right? I've just told you about Suarez. I told you about Coutinho. I told you about Fernando Torres. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I got told these things by the horse's mouth, or by an horse's mouth, put it that way. Now, the point is, it's like this, Callum. Same with Fabinho hasn't been replaced. That's why I want Zubimendi. Now, people are saying that Gravenberch, oh, he's playing great. Yeah, he is. That's fantastic. He is playing great. I still want Zubimendi here. I still want him. I want Cappy. You know, Robertson can't go on forever. He's 31, the lad. You see what I mean? He's 31. Point is, you know, and he just got injured. So we need a left back. We really do. You know, if you think Samikas is good enough, that's fine. But I'd rather have Cappy because he's class. As I said, I've been watching him for about 2 years. He's class. Not just one game. He's a very consistent player and he's brilliant. Right, so they're the 2 players I want. Will we get them? No. Because as I said, they'll sign their contracts. Then all of a sudden, it'll be, you know, the usual, the like 3 new signings, meaning that we're not going to fucking buy anyone. That's me.
In terms of the contracts, I'd be inclined to disagree on the contracts. I think if we did manage to put them in contracts, that would be the spin. Absolutely, 110%. That would be the spin that they would put. These are as good as 3 new signings, without a doubt. That's what they'd be saying. But I think, and
you heard it first, didn't you?
You heard it first, Frank Carlyle.
No,
go on, Frank. Sorry.
I'm just looking at IBR's, you know, reply to Callum. Players like Coutinho are as rare as hen's teeth. And they are, you know, he was unbelievable. Callum also says Batatic might return in January. Not sure, but he might return. You see, honestly,
as good as new signings. That's what they'll say. But I
Brilliant.
think you'll probably see. I think Trent is gone. I think Trent is gone.
Yeah. Shanino, I forgot to say hi.
Hello, Redbird. How are you?
Redbird's back. Redbird's back. Well, you've immortalised that girl's name there, Redbird, and I'm made up with that. I'm really made up.
It's beautiful.
Like I've saying, she's a mental health nurse, you know, top one as well. And I told her about Reggie. She said, "Oh, you know the way girls go." Zia, he says, Frank, I think it's Klopp's fault. He held on to them. We were talking about that, Zia. Weren't we talking about that the other night, Shano?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
holding on to the likes of Milner and he did. He became the mates.
But what chance have you got under the Moneyball policies and the fact that you can't bring in players without getting rid of players? What choice have you got? What choice have you got, guys? I mean, it's very, very simple. I'm not like a football whiz like Frank is. I genuinely, the only thing I know Liverpool, and that's all I know. I don't know anything outside of Liverpool. I don't care for anything outside of Liverpool. I don't care about what United do, what City do, what Chelsea do. I care about Liverpool. My knowledge of football outside of that, but I know what FSG do because I studied on them, and anyone else can do the same. And Frank, I mean, come on, Frank, former LFC TV presenter, former radio presenter, has met John W. Henry and Tom Warner.
I wasn't a presenter, I was just a guest every other week. I think it was every week. We used to go on the phones with, you know, being filmed, you know, with Ian St. John, you know, and other ex-players. You know, so I used to just give my views. I remember a producer, the only young fella, he came out to me, a fella named Craig, and he went, "The fans love you because you're saying what should be said rather than, oh yeah, we're great, you know, we'll come when we were awful, if you know what I mean, getting beat. We were terrible, if you know what I mean. But, you know, you're told not to, you know, say certain things. But I used to say it, you know, because I can't keep anything in that I know about. If I say something, it's like this, like now, Zubamendi. Now, we could have had Zubamendi. We could have had him. If the owners would have just paid the full price, he would have been playing for us today, Zubamendi. Now, as I think it was Callum who says we never replaced Fabinho. Now, that's why the likes of Zubamendi would have just been ideal. Because, you know, Fabinho was excellent for us, you know, getting stuck in, whatever, you know, breaking up play. See? And that's why we wanted a Zubamendi. And, you know, just lucky enough that Gravenberch has grabbed this place. It's grabbed us. It's like Canate when young Kwanzaa was taken off against Ipswich, and he must have gone. There's no fucking way I'm going to, you know, let this chance go away. And
when Matip was injured, yeah. We have Martin. Sorry, Frank.
No, I was just going to finish off what Zia said. He held on to them far way too long, and also he should know that making your midfielders just runners, which he did, and presses means they will lose their legs, which they did. Great comment, though. They're the comments we like. And the outfield, I've got to say this. Apparently, Darwin Nunez has been given the award of the Ballon d'Or's prize for waiting for service. The award given to him by Noah Hyde, 72, and Zia. Well done, lads. Look, that's humour. don't take it seriously, you know, don't take it personally. That's all. We all get behind the team as well. We all get behind everybody.
We have Martin freshly bathed and clothed in the lobby there, Frank.
I can't see him.
Can you not?
No. Where is he?
Martin, are you in the lobby?
He's not there. I'd have brought him on.
He says in lobby waiting. Maybe I sent the wrong link.
Big up, Ricky Lambert, Frank. You're gonna get your little leg kicked in.
Where's that?
As the Zia said. None of us are saying Darwin is great, but it's obvious he won't have any chances if no one passes through. The only thing I say about Darwin is that he tries.
He does, yeah.
And, you know, he gets in the right places at the right time as well. So he's got that instinctive play. And if he could only put some away, don't forget he scores some fantastic goals, you know. This is what people, like, you know, forget. Look at the Newcastle game. Down to 10 men, getting beat 1-0. Darwin comes on and bang 2. I expect Amarin, says the IBR, to make Man United a title challenger next season. And if he does, and we drop out of the top 4, only then will we see these FSG crack lickers turn their lack of investment.
I don't agree with that IBR about Amarin. I think that guy has about 5 years of a plan needed, and I don't think the United will give him 5 years. So I don't think, and I think that club is rotten to the core. So I don't think. I think there's an awful lot of work needed there at United. Martin, I gave you the wrong link. I've just sent you the correct link there. Sorry about that. So you have to get out of what you're in and then get back in using the other link I sent to you.
I'm just sending a text here.
Yeah. It's very easy to drop out with the top 4, though. IBR. In fairness, though, if you're not financially, hold on a second. Martin's after messaging me. Oh, now he's waiting. Okay. I think if you don't, yeah, he's in the lobby now.
I'm going to bring him in. There's another Manchester United fan. There we
go. You're on mute.
Manchester United fan, Everton fan. God's sake, Frank, I thought you was a legend, mate.
See the anger come out. This is why we're Reds, you see.
Good Reds.
This is why we're passionate and enthusiastic.
Mate, I was fuming over that game before.
Go on.
I just thought that we were too laxy-daisy. We were giving them too much respect. And I said to Adam on our YouTube channel, I said, it's either going to be an annihilation or that we were going to get beat. I said I went for 2-1 for Southampton. I was that confident that Liverpool were going to ball it up, and they did. Lucky enough, we won it. I don't think we deserved to win that game.
No. I wouldn't say, well, you know, I wouldn't say that. I'm a Red. You know, you're a Red. Sean knows every lad on me is a Red.
Yeah.
You know, I never come out with statements like that. We didn't deserve to win or whatever.
It was a hard watch.
It was a hard watch. It was. That's why when the first sentence I came out with, whose heart was in the mouth?
Mine. Honestly, it was.
Everyone's was. Everyone's was.
I love Liverpool to pieces, but
of course you do.
I'm really hoping that we are having this slow start to a season to keep our energy for the second half.
Yeah, well, that's what I said before, and someone
Yeah.
else mentioned it a bit lower down. We're saving our energy. I think it
Yeah.
was Neil Broderick saying, that we're playing as though we're saving energy, but fuck me, if we're playing like that, it's
So
hard to explain how I feel.
it's
While watching it there.
it's like they're giving you palpitations all the time. You're watching it and you're going, right, we're going to break here, and then it's a sloppy little pass here. And I'll tell you, Conte was lucky he stayed on that pitch.
Yeah.
He should have been gone. And when he's pushed him over and he's like that, what? He knew what he was doing. He took one for the team. Yeah, I get that. But it was no danger coming from it.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
when I was listening to you before, I heard you going on about Mbappe and everything, and Haaland and stuff. Now, I think none of them would fit in the Liverpool team, what we've got now. And the reason being why is I think they'd bring negativity. I think that they're bigger than the club, especially Haaland over the last couple of days, the way he said to Arteta, keep humble. And then did you see the camera zoom in on his face yesterday when he got stuffed? I just think that they're bringing the low self-esteem and, right through each club that they're going to. And that's why I think that they're not doing too good at the moment.
Yeah, well, remember there was too many egotistical players in that side.
Yeah.
And he made a big mistake, and he brought him back. I was going to say Erdogan, then he's the president of Turkey. Get his bloody name. And he brought him back, and he's a great player.
Mm.
And then they started to struggle a little. He's back now with them.
Yeah.
I forget his fucking name anyway.
Yeah, he's just come back from. What did he come back from? Atletico.
Yeah.
I just think I'm noticing over the last 12 games that the fast, ferocious football is gone, and it's more laid back and a nice build-up play. That's what we're doing, and then hitting. But today was a little bit too close for my liking.
Try to say that fast. The fast, ferocious frustration.
Fast, ferocious frustration. But yeah. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been on, but I've been keeping frank. I have been watching your shows, but
oh, you're lying. You haven't.
I have. I've been watching your history ones.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I watch it on and I fall asleep. I bet.
That's how good it is.
But
do you know what? I wish Jason liked football.
Yeah.
He's the producer. He doesn't like football. The only star in the world who doesn't like football, right? And I wish he was on because I'd show you two pictures. I'm doing I think is it next Wednesday? When are we playing? Oh, next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday. I'm sorry, Martin. I'm doing a current affairs. I'm not doing a current affairs. I'm doing a conspiracy theories.
Right. Okay.
Right. Now, conspiracy theories, it's so easy to say, you're a conspiracy theorist. If you're coming out with the truth.
Yeah.
Now, I've got pictures to show next week. I'll show you.
Yeah, I like all them programs that you're doing. I'm a massive fan of history. I love history, and I love all the paganism stuff, and and all the Egyptian, the Roman Empire. I love it all, mate.
Well, I used to lecture about the Roman Empire. I lectured at uni.
Yeah.
I was a lecturer at uni about the Roman Empire. That's why someone said, do you ever remember when we bought Barini?
Barini? Wow, what a player. Fabian Barini, wow.
And I was sitting in the stands and you got fellas doing it, when he...
Yeah, that was naughty, wasn't it? Did he got a fine for that, didn't he?
No, what it was, the real thing was, like, fellas... And they all thought it was sexual, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It wasn't. And these fellas are, and this fella went out, what's that?
He was shocked that he scored a goal. He was like,
What it was the Legionnaires. Do you know when they had the victory? He put the sword in their mouth.
Yeah.
It was over then.
Fabio Barini. Wow.
who was that other forward that we had that, oh my God, Poulsen, I think it was.
Christian Poulsen.
Christian Poulsen.
Yeah.
And he did a, he went, obviously we got rid of him, but he did a kind of a gun thing like this.
Yeah.
With his pants down.
Yeah.
And he got suspended or something like that.
You're never going to beat the golf club. Never going to beat the golf club.
The golf club one, yeah.
But what about that journalist, that sports journalist? He got 6 months jail. You know, when Julian Dix was playing for us and he got dropped and he said, Dix out.
Oh, man. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, Frank. We didn't have DIC as our owners, because that hashtag Dicks out would just not have worked.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Dick 6 out.
Dix 6.
Or Hicks Dicks out. So are we? I know you got your show and that and stuff, but are we all set for Saturday the 14th?
What's that for?
December. We're coming up to you.
Oh yeah. Lots of season in place.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good stuff. You'll have to send me your address again, Frank, because I don't think I have it. I think I may have lost it.
Why don't you fucking write it down?
Because he's Irish. He
It.
wouldn't even come on the stream this morning because he just got out of bed and hadn't put his makeup on.
That's not true. I'm sure I did it. I did a 10:30 stream with Frank there yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Can I mention something? And I don't know if... No, I won't, because I don't want it to blow up on your channel as if I'm being horrible. I won't mention it.
Okay.
You can't say that now after that, man.
Okay, I will do then, and I apologise. Did you see that Sky Sports slogan?
What Dix out?
No, the white ribbon.
No.
About looking after the women of their male abusion and stuff. What females do it to men? Where was the men's part of it? Did you fucking...
That's a very... That's something that I've been speaking to quite a lot about outside of football, to be perfectly honest with you. But I think, you know, if we're talking about, it goes back to what Frank was saying about wokeness.
Yeah,
it is rampant, and I think Frank made a very good point about Gladiator 2, which is it ruins.
Yeah.
Destroys the historic facts of back in ancient Rome, and he made a very, very valid point there. So I think I'll leave it up to you, Frank, on that one. I think.
No, I just won't watch it anymore.
Yeah, I think the remakes of the original films are just the biggest waste of money. That's like freaking FSG giving our money to the Boston Red Sox, and
well, that's
just
It's PGA, by the way.
It's PGA or PGL, is it now? PGA Golf? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they signed
with the Saudis.
Give him millions.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to footy, because they're all screaming at us. Steven Gerrard is the best all-round midfielder I've ever seen. I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to ask your opinions on that, by the way, lads, and the Redbird says. Liverpool life. I'm glad Leo's goal shouted you out. Is that me? Or is that Julian Dix? Or...
They didn't shout us, yes, but hopefully they will do.
The Redbirds, no, bro, you can criticize any player, but they just saying Darwin and not getting the service. So that's a fair point in my opinion.
I don't think the players trust him fully to get that ball. I think they're still a bit timid to give him the ball.
Yeah, that's a good point. I
Brian
mean,
says, fellow Irish lads here, Suarez missed half of that season with suspensions. That's what cost us the league that year. Doesn't matter about the year after. And the Anfield Roar. Redbird, now Frank is becoming a rock star. It seems he needs to get some mods. I think he's right, you know. Oh, Edward.
well, I mean, I think Jason was to sort that out. He was to get or to make me mod, and I didn't. I don't have. I was checking my emails there, and I don't have it. So unless I deleted it by accident, I don't know.
Well, Martin Mason, that's you, Martin, isn't it?
Yeah, I love FSG. I think they're the best thing that they've ever done. They saved us. They give us a new training ground. They've been amazing. Like, fuck. I had to throw it in. I really did.
Because he knew that would wind me up.
The lone wolf.
The lone wolf.
Yeah, I've got to read this out. Raw, he's answered, this is the Redbird. I missed that chat. Nobody should be calling anyone names, especially you, bro. We don't always agree, but we never call each other names because we have respect. Calling you Tick is a no-no. Absolutely, I feel that out. Because, you know, we shouldn't become personal. This is not a personal chat. We can disagree. We do disagree with each other, you know, and you can be as hard as you like by disagreeing. But once you become personal, you know, it's wrong.
Yeah.
I've been called names, you know, I've been called names, and that, you know, once they start becoming personalised, that's it. You know, I finish with them. I'm not talking about this stream, by the way. I'm not talking about our pod. I'm talking about other pod, but political. When I've been called out, and I've been called, you know, I've been called. I'm there different pods as well, football pods. I've been told to go and support another club. They haven't a clue what I've gone through. Like, you know, seeing all these cup finals, travelling everywhere, going, you know, queuing up as a 13, 14-year-old at 3 o'clock in the morning to get a ticket for a cup match. Not a final ticket, a cup match, a third round or a fourth round cup match. Freezing. Kid, I've done all that. I've done it all. And they tell me to go, and it's all over FSG. They go and tell me to support another club and call me a plastic fan. What the fuck is that? They don't know me. They don't know what I've done. You see what I mean? And all of a sudden, look, I could be outspoken or whatever, but every time, Martin, I support every player on that pitch.
Yeah.
Whether it's Darwin Nunez or whether it's Ali or Kelleher or Trent. Everyone, I support them. I supported bloody hell. Ricky Lambert. You know, I never supported him, but I got behind him.
Yeah, I was the same with Lucas Leiva when everyone was giving him grief. I was like, you know, you've got to give him that time. And he wowed the fans in the end, and he won the fans over because he grafted.
Yeah.
I love Lucas Leiva.
Yeah.
He was great.
I didn't like him, you know. I didn't like him at first. To me, he was getting too many fouls away in dangerous positions. Now 70, 18
Yeah, but he learned from that. He learned from his mistakes.
Yeah.
And he became a club legend.
Lovely fella.
But I think that also...
Jared says he wasn't a fucking Brazilian. Look at his hair. He's from Sweden.
But I think that also, you know, shows the kind of intelligent, the intellect of those who are saying, go support another club. Because if they had anything to back up their side of the argument, they would back it up with whatever. rather than in insults. So it just goes to show how pathetically childish and immature a lot of these people are. And I mean, God knows, I mean, I got it, Martin got it, Lee got it. You don't know Lee. Lee was also from Fenway. We come not to pay. We all got it. I probably got it the most. But I mean,
I even had police turn up on me a week before my wedding day. I just buzzed off at me. I didn't, you know. I wish they bloody took me. I wouldn't have got married then. But yeah, I think it's just the world that we live in now. You've got simple keyboard warriors or simple people. Google people, I call them now. Google people. They get all their information off Google and they think they know everything. It's like Toby's a mank for some reason. And he was going on about hammering before. And I'm like, mate, he's a good manager. Go on.
I'm glad you said that about getting the information off Google, because I used to have a fucking neighbour of mine come over, you know, and he used to sit in, you know, nice man. And then all of a sudden, he'd ask me a question, and he said to me one time, he said, hey, Frank, when did the Crimean War start? I said, 1854, why? And he went, on his watch. I went there. And he said, oh, you're right. I said, fucking get out. Go on. Because he was always asking me questions, and he was always Google with his little fucking watch.
He was trying to undermine you there, then, weren't he? Putting you on the spot.
Yeah, he was trying to catch me out all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, because, you know, you can Google, but Google's not right all the time, you know.
No, of course not. Right. Hey, the Manx Drew. Dead.
I'm at a like Liverpool life. I love this comment. I feel like I'm a grandpa with wisdom, but I've no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I've got great stories in my head. I just can't. I can have the best argument in the world in my head, and I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I haven't got a clue.
I think we all have that, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a great
one. I was arguing with me. I was saying about I had someone on here, and he was on for ages, you know, just like Sean, like yourself. And anyway, someone asked on the chat, well, where's this, you know, certain fella? And I said, you know, he didn't like chippies, and, you know, where is he? And he'd go, I don't like being cut. He phoned me up. He said, I don't like people saying that I'm always in the chippy. I said, well, you shouldn't be late. And he went, well, I'm not in the chippy. He said, I'm from the old school. And I said, what do you mean you're from the old school? He said, well, I don't like all this. I said, it's fucking human. And I said, if you feel like that, I said, just go. So I just lasted. So I was telling our Francine, and our Francine was arguing with me, my daughter. And I went, hang on a minute. You're siding with him. She went, no, I'm playing devil's advocate. I said, you don't play devil's advocate with your dad. Devil's advocate. Oh.
Frank, myself and Martin, I think we've been mates for 10 years. And
whoa. Let's get it right. You've been me fella for 12.
But we take the piss out of each other all the time. All the time. I mean, if you don't take the piss out of something, I mean, there's something seriously wrong with you. That's well, the
Anfield Road. I'll do a few things here, please, if I might. Redbird. He's answering Redbird as the Anfield. It's nice to sharpen my skills from time to time. Yes, it was better back then. I don't know why these people try, honestly. And it's like what's gone on tonight, unfortunately. And Darwin the Goat says, sure, no, fair play, but I personally back FSG. That's just my... No one argues with it. You know, it's all about opinions. And we shouldn't, you know, we take that.
I respect that. I respect that. I mean, the only time I would the only time I would have a problem with your opinion, Darwin, is if you told me that I'm any less of a fan than you are because I don't back the owners. And I think that's where, you know, respect is lost. Then if you have a difference of opinion, and I know plenty of people that don't agree with me on FSG. I have a friend who is about 6'7" and doesn't disagree. I would not argue with him, but doesn't agree with me on FSG. And we have debates and conversations about the owners, and we can chill out and that's it. Leave it at that.
See, even like Sean on that question, you know, with his SSG thing, I disagree with him. Like he's not. Me and him have our own different views on it. Like the faster they leave our club, the better. But I do support some of the decisions, but I'm not for FSG. I'm more to get them gone. But we're stable. You know, we're doing well. That's fine. Fair enough. Just give that little bit of shove when we need it. That's all I want.
Yeah,
here's our friend Martin.
I fully agree with you. I really do. But my concern, and it has been for a number of years now, is that they do not invest. People might think they do. They don't.
They don't.
I remember that on someone's pod, a comment came up, which is, I blew a gasket, you know. And what it was FSG, get onto this, Martin, FSG, our wonderful owners, do not take anything out of the club, no money whatsoever.
They do it for the love of the club.
They do it for the love of the club alone.
Yeah, of course.
It just seems lately that everything just it's like the fan in your car. You press that button, it recirculates, or it's just the same shit day in, day out with them all the time. You know, when we're gonna cop a break, when they're gonna go, yeah, bang, there you go, there's 500 million. But every season we get a war chest, but we never get it. Where is it?
But I mean, we're not. It goes back to what we've all been saying. We're not looking for money to be spunked up against the wall. We're looking for necessary spending.
Necessary
spending. And back when we won the title, to not have invested back in the team, and for us to be resorting to playing central midfielders in defence, there's no defence for that at all. That's not frugal. That's not great business. What we have to realize is FC in Liverpool FC is not financial centre, it's football club. That's the business.
Can I do a few comments for these wonderful people who have got time, you know, putting Noah Hyde says, miss those David Mordays. At least us fans were funny and respectful, even though we disagreed. Ever since these American owners came in with their brand of, yes, you're so right. You see, Americans have great spin. They have great spin. This is why the fucking world is in a state of affairs now.
Frank, I must say though, mate, I'm sorry to jump in, but you've got the worst American accent voice when you try and do it. Where's my office?
That's what he says. Where's my office? And you know, the other fella, you know, saying to Ian St. John, and here he is.
Yeah.
I just said, I fucking told you who he is. And that was Ian St. John, legend.
Oh, Ian St. John. Wow.
Anyway, like, missed those David Moores days. Yeah, David Moores fucked Liverpool up. Believe it or not. Great for Liverpool. He built the Cup. He built the Annie Road stands when he put on that extra stand. He built the wonderful Kenny Dalglish stand. And he bought players, but the money was becoming scarce for him, unfortunately. And that's why he was selling to Sheikh Maktoum. But unfortunately, I'm not telling the story now. I've told it many times. He fucked us right up. That's all I'm saying. And no eyes. Yep. So that's it. No eyes. And that's getting back to football, right? Edgeworth beat Madrid. Look at the fucking time. I think everyone's gone to bed. Beat the
I'll have to go in a minute myself.
Yeah, beat Madrid. Fucking hell! Is your wife calling you?
Yeah, right. We've got to watch a Christmas film because I'm on a promise.
Fucking hell! I've got a packet of chocolate buttons in there. You know, one of those advent calendars. I'll send you them over. That could be a promise to you. Anyway, I'll go straight to you after this, man. Beat Madrid on Wednesday, and it will push us right on. Martin, what's your take on that?
Sorry, mate. I'm going to be honest. I couldn't stop thinking about what I said. I got tears in me. I'm just going down. And the comments that are coming through now. Sorry, Frank.
It's shocking, you know.
I'm just waiting for my door to break open.
Shall I restore?
Sorry, Frank. Go on. What was that question again, mate?
No, I don't know. It's gone now. It was about Real Madrid. You know, if we beat Real Madrid on Wednesday, we'll push on.
Yeah, I think we'll destroy him. I do. I'm going to go 4-0 to Liverpool on that. 100% 4-0. I think they'll step it up because they have to, because they play City on Sunday. City have been looking at us tonight going, oh, they're going to be easy to turn over. Okay,
I think that's a very good. And Callum says, just let me go through these, lads. Callum says, Edward, 2-1 Liverpool, you know, and 4-1 against City, 2-1 against Madrid, and 4-1 against. But the Redbird says Madrid will be tough. Now, and I'll come back to you there, Brian. Come back to you there, fella. Redbird, Ancelotti will park the bus, incoming double decker. Yes. Totally agree. Because he knows how Liverpool play, but he doesn't know how fucking Slot plays. And we all don't know how Slot plays. That's why we're top of the league, top of 2 leagues. But anyway, Brian says, fucking hell, I'm freezing here. Frank, a bit of a debate going on here. Simple question to the lads. Keep or sell Nunez? Yes or no? Me, no. He won't get any better, although he can have a belter now and then. I think that's a very good point to you. What was that? Was she doing your tea?
No, she's making me a coffee. She's a good wife. I have to share her with Sean now.
Can she send one? Look,
can you make him a brew?
Don't go down that road. Everyone will be talking about the show. Oh, you want to have the show? Fucking anyone of them what they're talking about. Sharing, right? Never mind.
Sharing's caring.
Can I make a comment here, Frank?
Yeah,
there we go.
Because I'm seeing something here from Chris Dix here talking about modern fans too quick to dismiss players, been supporters 6 decades. Nobody's dismissing anything. The only thing that we dismiss is just silly comments. We can have an opinion. Just because I was born 45 years ago and you 50 whatever 5 years ago doesn't make you any less of a fan than me. So I think that's a silly comment to make. I respect what has been before me, and I respect the club, and I want the club to do well, and I support the players that decide to play for the club, and will be critical of them when needs be. I wouldn't be throwing hate at them or anything like that, like typical keyboard warriors. But yeah.
That's like me. I'm a massive Liverpool fan, and I barely watch the football no more. I'm a massive rugby fan now. I would rather watch the rugby, you know. But I still follow football. I still love Liverpool, you know. So it's my club, and
Well,
it'll
I
always
only
will be. Just because I don't watch it doesn't mean I am not I'm not a fan. I just have different opinions than other people. Fresh opinions.
Well, I'm a Red, right? And I don't follow. You know, I won't watch. Someone said you're going to watch Man City or the Spurs game. I said no, I'm not going to watch it. I watch Serie A only because of my family. You know, my mum's side. You know, my granddad and but they've all passed on now. My uncles and that, and you know, they supported Inter Milan and Napoli. You see what I mean? So I follow that. I follow it every week. I'd rather watch a fucking Serie A game than, you know, Brighton playing Brentford or somebody, Bournemouth, or, you know, oh, fuck them. I follow Liverpool. I'm a big Red, been everywhere with them, all over the place. Some mad places as well. Some that are not even on the map I've been to. So anyway, Brian says, and his name is Brian, that's it's what you call. Have you ever heard of Chechnya?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kayla is Chechnya, and his name is, you know, for Brian. He comes out with his Chechnya, you know, name. Anyway, first name. Frank, a bit of a debate going on here. Simple question to the look at you fucking two. That was humour. He's not Chechen. Anyway,
Sorry, I was just looking at the comments there, Frank. Sorry.
Okay, so Darwin, keep him, yes or no?
I'll give him this season. And I said that before I even knew you, Frank. I said it to these boys. I said, listen, I said he's had a few bad seasons. We've got a new manager now. Klopp, give him his cuddle. He looked like he was starting to smile. Klopp's gone. He's finding his feet under Slot. We need to give him to the end of this season. If he doesn't buck up, then yeah, we have to cash in.
Okay.
I would. Well, I mean, obviously we're going to keep him to the end of the season, but I think I will reserve my judgment on the end of the season and until then and see how he does.
Yeah.
He's great potential in him, very good potential. It's just he needs to have that confidence. He needs to bring his Argentinian confidence, or whatever it is he plays, into Liverpool. Uruguayan. He needs to bring that to Liverpool.
The point is, you know, he scored some terrific goals, and that should give him the confidence. But he doesn't. Then he misses. He should have had a hat. Who was it against? But he should have had a hat trick when he scored that fantastic goal, and then, you know, you fucking miss sitters. And only last week he went through, the ball was put through to him, and he's banging over the fucking bar where it was easier to score. So that's what, you know, he should have had all the confidence. But let him see at the end of the season. And that's all that I'm waiting on, the end of the season.
There's a comment here, and it says, share the wife or share the coffee. What do I share?
But I think, you know,
she said she's already shared out, so it's got to be the coffee.
Love you, Gemma. I personally think that, like, we got to just look at what happens in the summer. I mean, if we are offloading, getting rid of Salah, Virgil, and Trent, I think we need to. It could quite possible. It could be a case where we might have to get rid of Darwin to then try and get a replacement for those three players.
Then three players that we're going to end up re-signing, these are going to be like, oh, these are just like new signings. Fuck off.
This is what Frank reckons will happen.
No, that's what we're going to think.
I said that on day one. Have you seen what's you know, up for prizes, by the way, Martin?
Yeah, honestly, when you I seen the watch, right? I like the watch. I'm going to collect it on the 14th, but I want that Mo Salah one. But Adam's got one as well, and it's Bobby Firmino, and I can't even enter that draw. Gutted. But yeah, that watch will look nice on this wrist, not his wrist.
Because you're the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Amazing. Yeah. Whoever gets that should be put in a frame, absolute frame.
Sure,
So
sure
there's
that up,
prizes.
mate.
These are all for the lads on here, you know. I wish I could give more out, I really do.
You give enough of yourself, Frank.
What?
Don't be putting yourself down there. You give enough of yourself. I don't know many YouTube channels that has a bit as busy a schedule and sticks to that schedule as meticulous and calculate as you do. And there's so much in your channel, not just football. So and I think that's what the new viewers now that have subscribed will see, that there's a bit of everything for everyone in it, you know. So
thank you. And Darwin to go, give Salah the keys of Anfield if he wants. Yes.
I'd give him the keys to the whole of Liverpool as well.
Absolutely. And the Redbirds, you know, when he was calling himself Red Jew, I think I've got to read it out because I love this man. Yes, Frank, my angel. Yes, he's not calling me the angel. Is he? Yes, Frank, my angel was made up by honours here, but has told me to get back to me. Bless it. You know, from Red Jew to Redbird.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that wonderful? I love that.
Well, as I've said to you, Frank, I don't think nursing is a job. I think it's a calling, and it takes a special type of person to do what they do. They're completely underpaid and underappreciated by governments in Ireland and in the UK. And I think they should be paid more than the bloody politicians, to be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, guys, can I just jump in? I'm gonna I've got to leave now.
Okay, onto it.
No, I've got we're watching the Merry Gentleman. Ain't nothing gentle about it, but
okay.
Can I tell you the film? Can I tell? Do you and your wife watch films?
Yeah.
Okay,
But I do. She's addicted to her phone. That's the problem with this generation.
Yes. So was my daughter, honestly. Asked her to do something for her, you know, down when she came.
The best film I've ever watched, it was a series of it called Roots with Kanta Conte, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And that was just an
Ibu Konate, you mean?
Yeah. Roots. Amazing film.
That was all lies. Haley, that was all fucking lies. And he tried to say that it was said that he found out that it was a fraud. He was a fraud. Yeah. Anyway, no, but it was a good series, you know, and people shouldn't go through fucking slavery. But anyway, the Anfield Roar. Let's just celebrate our leads over the chasing pack. We're the best in this league, but reinforcing is a must come January. Whether that means some sold and some new faces brought in. Would you agree with that? Well, just say yes or no. Would you agree with that comment there, Martin?
Yes, we definitely need reinforcements, because if we start getting injuries now going into the second half of the season, like Arsenal's got their injuries, City are now going through their injuries. But if we start getting injuries, they're going to start coming back, and our team and our momentum is going to start slipping, where they will then start to overtake us. And I think we need to spend more than £13 million.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, thank you, Martin. And I know that you've got to go and
see you, Martin. See you Monday.
See you in a bit.
See you, fella. Thank you.
There's Martin, ladies and gentlemen, from AKM LFC. He's the guy there in the black jersey. There you go. Mad as a bag of spuds.
And the Redbird says, but you're right, Raw, we do need reinforcement. Yeah.
You know my view on that, Frank.
And I keep saying it. They're all good on me. Raw, you are one of the best fans we have. I wish more were like you. And like you yourself, and like all the rest, the likes of Callum. You know, just cannot say Mr. City game with suspension. Yeah, he does actually. Yeah, he does. I think he does anyway. The Anfield. Oh, Gordo one. That was him. Godovan, yeah, came back from Barca. That's a, you know, they let him go, and Pep realised, just like Rodri, you know, he's out injured, he's fucked up, you know, and you know the way they say one player doesn't make a team, one player fucking does make a team. Steven Gerrard proved it. Because he was playing with no one. He was dragging Liverpool through until we brought in Xabi and Mascherano. Those lads. Thanks for that, IBR. You're a good man. Edward Frank's got some new rock star fans. Fully deserved. Maybe he won't have to do this Des Lynam impersonation anymore to earn a few quid. Our new Mr. Beast. Beast. And the Redbird says, Frank's history shows and current affairs shows are brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Redbird. Thank you so much for that. And the Anfield Road, hang on. I never watch Sky Sports. They are under, yet they are. They're a joke woke channel. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Gladiator 2 may as well be Transformers 2 for all I care. Utter garbage. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in fairness, Transformers is about Transformers from a different planet. So I don't think you can make a comparison there, but yeah.
Right, let's see. Myra's been here. I hope she hasn't heard me swear. Myra, let me tell you something, please. I'm sorry there, Kamal. Hi, everyone. I'm Frank. What makes a winning team is teamwork, not a one-man show. Right. Myra, can you write something out? Can you write something out, Sean, and put us on there for me? Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
On
put
the chat.
Myra, put at Myra page, at Myra page, so she get it. And put knowing.
Yeah.
Knowing. Fucking hell, what's the other one? Jeez. Oh, knowing extraterrestrial. Oh, I forget the other one. For it to watch. Science fiction. I forget the other one. Jeez. Come on. I was watching it. I was looking at, to go through some. Oh, Arrival. With Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner. They're three to watch. Must watches.
Oh, sorry. These are. I thought you were giving me quotes here. These are films.
Yeah, films. I can't fucking write on here. I don't know. Anyway, and I've just got to give a little bit of news as well. Daryl Merry, he's back in hospital, unfortunately.
Oh,
He
no.
sent me a text before, yeah. He's back in Aussie. It's fucking shocking.
We're wishing you the very best, Daryl.
Kamal says, hello, Frank. Here from Leo's stream. Keep up the good work, mate. Success will come your way. Oh, thank you, Kamal.
Well said,
Thank you so
Kamal.
much, Ella. Thank you. I've got to get right down. Thanks
Oh,
I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do anymore. I'm not going to do anymore.
Do Frank. I think. Do you know what? I'm always entertained when you do that impression of John W. Henry, because when I see John W. Henry, I think of that accent now, and I think it suits him to the ground because he's,
Yeah. Fuck. Changing tactic. Be like Arnie, changing tactic. Anyway, Thomas Lav, what a name, Thomas Lav, LFC. Hey Frank, came here from Leo's goals. I got a question. How do you feel waking up and seeing you got a subscriber boost? I didn't realise how many I had. I had last night, I think I thanked 3 people. And obviously they came from Leo's, but now, it's left beautifully, which is quite surprising, to be honest.
It's great. It's great. When I came onto the chat and I saw it, I was like, oh, Jesus, he'll be made up, so he will. So all we have to do now is just push for the 1,000.
Right. Chris says, greetings, Frank, Youssef, Ali Noose, and Norm. Modern fans too quick to dismiss players. Been supporter for 6 decades. Seen it all. Give Darwin an early ball and service to Theatre's pace. Ciao. Well, that's it. You know what I mean? It's how we all think. How we all think over Darwin Nunez.
Yeah, but I think what he's trying to do is have a pop at certain people in the chat and in the stream, as you well know. So
IBR says this show's now certificate 18.
Well, I haven't even done any blessings in this show.
I know, it's shocking. It's shocking. Cody. Frank, you said you watched the Serie A, but Incapi doesn't play there. I know. I've been watching Incapi for a couple of years. Doesn't mean to say that. I know he's in Germany, but Cody, he's a fantastic player. I'd love him. Like Zubamendi. Now, I think Zubamendi will go to Manchester United because we won't pay for it. Never mind City. I think he'll go to Man United because of Amarim. Think about it.
Myra's back there.
Is she?
Yeah. I think I may have spelled extraterrestrials wrong there. I think the old
it's all right.
typo, but you got the
I'm going straight down.
picture.
There's Ali Danus. Told you Frank is Mafia. Godfather. Watch. And Zaz. Yo, Frank and panel. Would you start Ali Wednesday or Sunday?
It's a good question. It
That
really
is
depends.
a very good question. Do you know what? I'd put him in on Wednesday,
You put Ali in on Wednesday. Yeah. I think that's what we both said there in the other show, that we would keep Kelleher on and then put Ali in on Wednesday. So I think that's a fair enough.
And the Anfield Roar, see, as you said before, we're everything. Now we've come real estate. Myra, says the Anfield Roar, I'm thinking of buying a place in Bloemfontein. Do you like City or do you recommend elsewhere? I'll recommend you to Anfield Road. Get to the Amalfi Coast and I'll come and visit you and stay there for years if you don't throw me out. With the form he's in, the next door Ballon d'Or will be Salah Ballon d'Or. Who's he talking about?
I think he's talking about Mo Salah.
Oh. She's gone.
Ballon d'Or's a joke.
Myra's gone.
No, she just literally just put up a comment about 4 minutes ago.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah, she just tagged me there. So I think she tagged me just saying that she had got the message.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's still there.
But yeah, as Red Bird says, sending prayers to Darrell and his boy. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And Cozy says, nah, Frank, he doesn't. I checked. He's on 4 yellows. Thank God for that.
Canate. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Ali Danouche. Today we got luck a lot. Our goals, at least 2 of them, were just luck. I am afraid because our history hit it in. When we start losing, we don't stop. I really hope we will keep this run for a long time. So do I, Ali.
So do I.
Our Romanian friend. Thank you. I've got to go straight down here, boys. I really am. Let's see what Xabi says. I saw it on Leo's goals. You said it was a difficult moment for you. I hope all is okay with you. Just know we stick together as a Liverpool family and never walk alone. Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
And Daz says, I think Canate can play, Frank. He's on for it. Thank you. As I've just been told by Callum. Super 8, Martin, lad. Enjoy your Mr. and Mrs. Martin, you never walker. Yeah, Super 8 is absolutely fantastic. The film you mean, Brian. Wonderful stuff. I'm amazed up that Myra's there, you know, because they're all great, honestly. I love these lads. Good evening, Frank. I have some news. Yesterday, my bro Leo from Leo's Goals asked his viewers to come and subscribe to your channel. I added the link in the chat as well. Like 100 new subscribers came. Thank you, Ali Danouche. He's lovely, isn't he?
Absolutely. A fair play to Leah's goals as well.
Yeah. And Redbird sends him praise to Darrell and his boy.
Absolutely. Puts things into perspective, guys, when we're fighting over silly things.
Anyway, look, I'm going to finish this, if you don't mind.
Absolutely not, Frank. Thank you for having me on the show again.
It's because I'm freezing.
I'm cold myself.
I am absolutely. My poor little legs are stuck to the floor, and I've got to keep my legs warm.
Get some heat into you.
Yeah, I've got my drink. It's I don't know what fucking kind of day. It's Huel. Never heard of that. Huel.
I have heard of that. Yeah, I was going to try it out actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking. It saves a meal.
Right.
Because if I have a meal before I come on, I'll be like,
yeah, in a food coma.
Fall asleep. Sarah can't eat before I do anything. Anyway, that's lovely, Redbird. Thank you so much to Darrell and his boy, Little Austin. Yes.
Absolutely.
Ali Noosh, I forgot you can't put a link in chat unless you are a mod. So just type it in chat. And Callum says Salah's goal today was his 100th away goal.
Yeah, exactly.
And Brian says, yes, Callum, unreal is Mo. He is now on a under. Remember 2 seasons ago and last season, people on pods
Get rid of him.
wanted them to go.
Yeah.
Wanted him to go. And fucking Diaz as well, by the way. Oh,
Yeah.
get rid of him. Yeah. Jeez. These fucking people. And the Redbird. Go warm yourself up, Frank. You and Sean have done a great show again. Oh, thank you.
I've done nothing, Redbird, but thank you. I've just sat there and listened to Frank's wisdom.
Oh, come on. But anyway, tell Martin I've got my history show.
Yes. History show at 8 o'clock.
And do you know what I've got on?
What have you got on?
An astronomer.
Oh, very interesting.
I've got an astronomer on.
Very good.
Well, I can't fucking do it, can I?
What I'll do is, as soon as I'm off 8 km live tomorrow night, I will tune in to Monday.
He's on the first hour.
Oh, is he? Yeah, but sure, it'll be recorded, won't it? It'll. Oh
yeah. What I'm going to show on Friday, I'm going to show what I filmed. And do you know what it was?
What?
A UFO.
This is the one that you were telling me about the other.
No, not that one.
Another one.
I was just watching the chat. I like stargazing, you know.
Yeah.
And when I was stargazing this, I couldn't believe it. Seen this plane taking off in the night, you know, with all the lovely stars.
Yeah.
And it took off, and you see the big lights, you know, on the plane.
Yeah.
Enough, you know, because they have 2 big lights, you know, to see where they're going, obviously. And you see it, and it's going away in the distance. Then all of a sudden, this thing came from nowhere, right by the plane, and shot underneath it.
Jesus.
Up. The trajectory was going up. And the planes are back. I couldn't believe it. And I took pictures of it. And I'll show them. I can't show them tomorrow night because I've shown them before with this astronomer, and he just missed it. He said, "Oh, that's debris falling." I said, "How can it be fucking falling?"
Yeah.
I never said, "Well, you know, I can't swear in front of him because he's a lovely man."
Yeah.
I said, "How can it be falling?" I said, "The trajectory is going up." I said, "I've seen it coming up," because he said it's debris falling from it. So I didn't argue with him, and you know, he was totally fucking up because they're told to dismiss UFOs anyway. They've got excuses for them.
Well, I won't be around Friday. I'll be at my Christmas party, but I'll be sure to watch it afterwards.
Yes. What about Wednesday? Have you got your show? Because I'm doing the post match.
Wednesday, I should be. I don't know what's going on. I could have
Tuesday on Wednesday. Tuesday will be the post match. Plea match. You know, because I've got the ordinary football show, the Liverpool football show, and on Wednesday I've got the post match.
Yeah, Wednesday I should be. It all depends what Adam is doing, because usually we do 8 km live after hours, and I think we have a guest on, so we might be recording that afterwards, after the match. I don't know.
Okay.
So, but I'll get back to you. I'll let you know, Frank. Definitely.
You're just turning up trying to get favour from. I don't know who you're talking to. And no, it's speaking of history, I am knee deep in mud flood, Tartaria conspiracy, too smart for school. Well, the thing is, you know, Noah Hart. Speaking of history, I am knee deep in mud flood, and Tartaria conspiracy. Too smart for school. Well, that's good. How old are you, Noah Hyde? 72. Does that mean you were born in 72? So you're 52, 3, something like that. Wasn't very good. Noah Hyde, it's UAP now, yes. Unidentified area phenomenon. Yes. Or phenomena. Lads, great show yet again. Thanks, Sean and Frank. Thank you for all your time and dedication. Top man. We love you, my friend. From Brian, Ola, Jaden, Kayla. and the lads from Chechnya. And all the lads from Chechnya.
Red Bird is saying, Sean will try to get on your good side, Frank. He wants his watch.
Yeah, well, there it is. There it is. It's an expensive watch, you know, honestly.
No, it's well believed.
It's very heavy. You can tell by the thickness of it as well.
Yeah.
You can tell by the thickness of it.
That'll suit me down to the ground, Frank, that way.
Well, anyway. Irish wristwatch. Say it quickly.
Oh, I don't think I will.
Irish wristwatch. Look at yourself you're talking to there.
Hi, be got in the car. Top of the morning to you.
Ollie the Noose, mob watch. Oh, what do you think's I'm in the map for you? Bun UAP. I'm sticking to UFO. So do I. I know they say, like, you know, the way they change things, you know, unidentified, is it unexplained aerial phenomenon and stuff? I don't know what it is. True crime with Frank. I watch it. I was watching something today, which is sickening, actually. Just sickening. Those Americans. Okay, now. What they do. I want to do something. I want to talk with Leo to join your stream one evening. Yeah? Just let me know when you will be streaming again, please. Yeah, you can come on anytime. I've said anyone on here as well. Tell them on Tuesday, Ali, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, you know, but it'll be a post-match, so it'll be late. It'll be late. It'll be after the Madrid game. But on Tuesday, it's 8 o'clock. Wednesday, God knows what times, but it'll be after the game. Could be 10:30 BST. And on Thursday, it's the same 8 o'clock. British Standard Time, you know, our 8 o'clock. And Callum says, I'd love to see Frank to make a day. I'll do that. I'll do that for you. I used to do murder mysteries, by the way. I'll do that.
Tell you, Robert Stack has nothing on you, Frank.
What?
Robert Stack has nothing on you. Unsolved mysteries.
Never liked him, you know, Robert Stack.
No.
Never liked him. And he didn't portray Ness at all proper.
Yeah.
Elliot Ness. Elliot Ness was a prick because there was a fella by the name of, it's gone from me. It's gone. And he was an FBI agent and he called Ness for everybody. And you know when they said, you know, Elliot Ness locked Alfonso Capone up. It's Capone, by the way. It's not fucking Capone. The Anglo-Saxon's name. Capone. Do you know when he locked him up? It wasn't him. Do you know who it was?
Who?
Here's how they got him. They couldn't get him. And it was Meyer Lansky. Because Lucky Luciano He said, fucking get him. Because what had happened, Sean, they wanted them, you know, they went from New York, you know, the 5 major families, so 5 headwents, you know, with their lads, you know, a couple of lads, if you know what I mean. Bodyguards, they went over there to see Alphonse. So they went in and they all had a meeting. And they said to Capone, listen, you know, you've got to come into the families. There's lots there. And he went, fuck off. I'm not, no, go on, fuck off. Yeah. So we left. They left. The family, you know, they left. And when they got back to New York, they said, we've got to get rid of him. But we can't kill him. We'll have to get rid of him. We said, okay. So anyway, what they got Meyer Lansky to try and make up something, you know, let's get this guy. So anyway, they said, they went through the affairs, you know, economic affairs by him, and he wasn't paying any tax. So they got him on tax evasion. And he said to Ness, yeah, that's how to get him. Oh, that fella's name came to me then. You know, fucking hell. His name came to me. And I just went again. Losing it. But
not at all, they did the same.
Oh, shocking. Anyway, he was the main man, wasn't Ness? Called Ness for everything, this fella.
Robert Stack, was it, that you were talking about?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about, no, I'm talking about this real life Ness and real life this other fella. And he was getting all the fellas, you know, the likes of Machine Gun Kelly and God blimey. Every time I'm taking his name, I know this sounds daft, Ricky Gervais' name keeps coming up, and so it sounds like him. You know what I mean?
I know that.
But he was getting them all, the likes of these fellas, you know.
That's mental.
His name keeps coming and going.
I hate when that happens. It happens to me all the time.
And Ollie, the news says, I'll tell him on Tuesday at 8. France 9. He is from, yeah, that's right. That's right. It is. I know that I said that to him. But yeah, I'll have him on. Definitely have him on. Definitely. Be nice. Other than footy, true crime is my thing. I don't really watch fiction things, mate. That's why I won't watch films, Callum. You know, true films, if you know what I mean. I won't watch them for the simple reason, you know, if they're fictionalized, and that's the way it is now. It's fictionalized, and they're supposed to be true. They're fictionalized.
Or Hollywoodized.
Do you know what? This fella has an unusual name. You know what I'm trying to think of? Oh, try and get as well as
I'm gonna wreck you.
It's wrecked me head. I'm sleeping now. That's your fault. And the Redbird is Callum. I don't do fiction either. And Callum again. Like the 4 murdered Idaho in the case I'm focusing on right now. I'm following. That was fucking terrible. That was shocking. That what that lad did. A PhD student. Well, I am. But I didn't, when I was a student, I didn't go around fucking killing people. But I think it was like a psychologist as well. And I think it was sure psychology. And I think that he did it to see if he could get away with murder, you know, do the perfect crime, this fella. But he hasn't been found guilty, you know, whatever, yet. But it was horrible. Those young people just fucking shot them. I think did he stab them or shoot them? I forget now. To be honest, I've followed that case since the murders happened 2 years plus now, yeah. And he got locked up with his dad, didn't he? He was driving and they just fucking went and pulled him up. And he just thought that it was like a traffic stop. Stop. Come on. You're fucking...
Have you watched the ex-cop and his daughter that killed the Irishman, Molly or Polly Sims or something? I can't think of. They literally they killed the husband. You did.
Do you know that there's millionaires in jail, even the billionaires in jail?
Yeah.
Because, killing the wife and the wives, so that they wouldn't give them some of their, money. That's all, and they're fucking there for the rest of their lives. What's that all about? And even a couple of women as well, beautiful. Comes on there, one girl. Lovely she was. And she got this, she wanted this hitman to fucking do her husband in, but he was an undercover cop.
I'm trying to think of who it is.
Life.
Molly Martins, I think.
Tell him a military, that's it. He stabbed them, didn't he? It was fucking shocking. That's
Molly Martins.
Oh.
Molly Martins.
No.
So husband killer Molly Martins and her father, and I mean she is incredible looking. Molly Martins Corbett. She was married to James Corbett, father of 2 kids, and he had remarried. His wife had passed away, and she was the babysitter. And then all of a sudden, they get together and. Herself and the father nearly caved his head in, and she's been let out. So was he, and he was a former FBI agent or something or other. Let me see if I can look at that for.
Wow, yeah, lovely. And she's in jail now, is she?
No, she's bloody free.
Oh,
she's bloody free.
What about that girl and the Boston cop? He was found in the snow, and they tried to get her. I forget her name. And it was only a few months ago, and her husband was found in the snow, and all the Boston cops, they reckon they framed this guy. They framed her. And I think the trial's still going on, or it was a hung jury or something like that. But I think she's. I really believe that she's innocent. I really do. And there was another who killed his fucking kid. He was a prick. He was a fucking prick. He was only a young fella. Only a young fella, and he's putting his little lads on this treadmill and making them run and he ended up fucking killing them, beating them up. And the girl who had the baby, he didn't see the child until 4 years later, because when she wanted some support, like benefits off the government, they said, "Who's the dad?" And she said she had to name him. And all of a sudden, he got him. And his dad was an ex-cop, ex-detective, and he was a fucking horror him. In the court, and his wife, the fella's mother, the fella's parents, but he got found guilty. Fucking murder. That was made up.
Speaking of trials, I don't know whether this is a controversial one. Conor McGregor, what do you make of that?
Oh, he's found guilty, wasn't he?
In a civil case, so he won't do time.
No, he won't do time.
But
I hope his fucking thing's finished. And she was only awarded as €250,000. She should have been awarded fucking everything he's got. His career is finished then. Don't like him.
No, neither do I.
Don't like
And
him at all.
And I reckon I do believe he's guilty as hell.
Of course he will. Like fucking OJ.
Mm-hmm.
OJ was as guilty as.
Oh, of course he was. Yeah,
He
absolutely.
decapitated Nicole's head.
Mm.
And then, you know, I fucking hate the race card all the time. The race card. It's fucking shocking. Whoopi Goldberg pulled out the race card, you know, over a fucking shop. They're always pulling race cards and like anti-Semitic cards. You can't say a fucking thing.
Oh,
Unless
well,
you call it racist or whatever. And these are fucking murderers, these people.
I got in that conversation about Israel and Palestine, and by Jesus, I mean, I have my views, and that won't change for anybody. But in terms of Conor McGregor, they pull out the kind of card where, oh well, you know, he's famous and women will do anything to get money off famous people. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for love. I don't believe that at all. What that poor unfortunate woman went through, and her face is there out in public, and she has to talk to media and what have you. I mean, it's bad enough women going through that ordeal and then going through court without being publicized. But for a woman to go through that when it is publicized and her name, her full name and everything out there, it's fucking horrific. Absolutely horrific.
Of course it is. And do you know what? Do you know these plea deals? I disagree. Can I just answer this, lads? Thomas.
Sure, yeah.
Hey, Frank, coming here from Leo Scholes with a question. How do you feel? I felt great. I think I answered you before, Thomas Love. I felt great, honestly, my friend. Tell Leo I'm absolutely delighted and I love him for that. And all you people who subscribe to the channel. I thank you so much.
And make sure all you guys then, you know, get others to follow Frank as well. Let's try and get up to 1,000.
And you know, just keep hitting the likes because I've got to get the algorithm up there as well.
Keep the likes going.
And Ali Danush says, Thomas Love knows all the flags, Franco. Thank you. That's lovely, that. Thank you. And Callum. Frank, to this day, and this guy's name is Brian Kohlberger. That's him. Kohlberger is trying to throw out the DNA evidence. What was found on the... Yeah, that's all he found, isn't it? On the sheet. The DNA on the sheet. The knife sheet. And it could happen, you know. It could happen. But, I was just going to say to Sean, this plea dealing, I don't believe in that. I'll tell you for why. One is that, you know, murderers could do a plea deal and just serve about 10 to 15 years. And they're out. These are fucking psychopaths. Also, innocent people are pleading guilty to crimes that they haven't committed just for a plea deal because they're terrified. You know, you imagine a DA and saying to you, you're going to jail for the rest of your life without any parole unless you're, admit to the thing. We'll do a plea deal that you'll go to jail for 20 years. And what are you going to do? You do, and that's the problem. That's the problem. But I have it with him. Hi, Frank, says Yusuf. Hi, Yusuf. We're finishing now, mate.
Get some heat into you, Frank.
Yeah, my feet are freezing.
Yeah, you need to get some heat into you.
Freezing.
Yeah, your hands are blue there.
My head's freezing.
I've got
migraine. Oh, it's terrible.
Well, you've got plenty of hair now to cover your head. I don't.
Yeah, I've got caps, I've got those, those Peaky Blinder caps.
Yeah. I can't get one to fit me head.
I had one on there yesterday. My granddaughter came down with Francine, she was taking me shopping, and she said, she's 12. She said, Granddad, can I just stay in? I don't like going shopping. And I went, yeah. So I made her all comfortable, you know. And I gave her I said, yeah, this is how to switch over. She said, okay, Granddad. So she said, can I have that on? And it was a film. I went, yeah, put it on for her. You know, one of these things that kids like. So I put that on for her. And the next was, I gave her a Magnum, you know, an ice cream. She said, Granddad, this is freezing. I said, I'm sorry, I'll put it back. She said, no, I'll eat it. I said, oh, okay. So she was all there. And when I was going, I turned around to her. Her mother went out. And I turned around to her to say to her, and she was on the phone. When we got back an hour and a half later, the film was still on. And we got back an hour and a half later, Shauna, and she was on the phone.
Typical.
She phoned her mother up in the shop. Frank's gonna freeze on stream. Yeah, I have a little red nose tomorrow. And the live just did 3 hours, big up. Thank you, Callum. Thank you, everybody. I love you all. See you tomorrow night, whoever likes history. Don't forget, next Friday, for all you conspiracy theorists, I'll be doing a good show.
That's going to be an amazing show, actually.
It will, because, you know, conspiracy theory, it's so easy to say, that's a conspiracy theory, but you're telling the truth. If you know what I mean. You're telling the truth. Anyway, Sean, hopefully I'll see you Tuesday.
Yeah, you should see me Tuesday, if not, or Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. I doubt Thursday, and Friday most definitely not. Saturday most definitely not. But yeah, normal service will resume the following week.
Thomas left. I was doing some German studying, so I missed your answering my question for the first set. No problem, honestly. Really, no problem, Thomas love. Like your name, by the way. That's Eastern European. Could be from where Ali Nus, Romanian. Could be. You're saying it. Could be Bulgarian. You know. And Callum says, big up, you never walk alone. Big win Wednesday. Bring it on, Madrid. Yeah, bring on Madrid. Absolutely, Callum. Love you there. Love your passion there and your optimism.
2-1 to Liverpool.
Oh, I'd say that.
Yeah.
And Christopher says, do you know what I was going? Do you know if that goal would have got in, what Mo hit the post and it then went along the line? I was going to say, me and Sean, we said that we'd win by 2 clear goals. But we didn't. We won by 1 clear goal, which is better than no clear goal.
Well, look, we won. I mean, we didn't think we would, but, you know, it's certainly coming into the game, but we won, thankfully.
Wow, Croatian. Are you a Croatian? Yeah, nice one. Ethnically, I'm living in Bosnia. Wow, you're living in Bosnia. Bosnia? Again now.
Callum, anything is possible.
Sean, can we do City by 4 like Spurs? I've seen a few City fans, yeah.
I think anything's possible. I think there's more chance of us hitting them hard and absolutely destroying them, far more than it is getting a 3 or a 4-0 victory against Real Madrid. I think we're more likely to damage City. I think City is having a horrible run as late. What, 5 losses in a row? So yeah, let's hope we make it 6.
Absolutely. And Tomislav, Croatia's a lovely country, and it's got some Roman fantastic artifacts there. buildings, streets, everything. So you're a very lucky man. But Bosnia, and Callum, agree. Liverpool won, therefore Man City won. Yes.
Well, yeah, and not to mention though, Callum, it's at home, so we make we've got the 12th man, so make it count. Make it count, lads.
Yeah, make it count, because we're the boys. We are Liverpool. And Thomas Laugh says, I feel like City are falling apart like a bunch of Lego bricks. Guardiola is having a bad period of time. It's the first time he's ever lost. Whatever team he's managed, any team he's managed, 4 games on the trot. Was it 4 or 5?
It's 5 now, yeah.
5, yeah. 5 games on the trot.
Amazing. I mean, if Spurs can do it 4-0, we can do it. We can do 4 or 5. So let's keep the injuries to a minimum and absolutely tear them a new one at the weekend. Let's destroy them. Let's just show them cheating does not benefit you. It will come to you. Karma's coming to collect, and it's coming in the shape of form of Liverpool Football Club and Arne Slot and whatever players that he's going to pick. We're going to win.
But Callum says we could actually do a 7-0.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's put out that positive attitude that we're going to absolutely destroy them 7-0. Exactly, Thomas Laugh.
That's a crack of that, Thomas Laugh. Absolutely. That everyone's making fun of, absolutely. But anyway, listen, people, I've got to go. I'm absolutely perishing here. See, little Anzies. See. Anyway, but I gave a cracking answer today about what's his fucking name?
Guardiola?
No, I'm not talking football.
All right.
Cromwell.
Oh, yeah.
Ripped into Queen Elizabeth I. I said she was a man. She was a man here. That's why she never married. Well, it was imperative. You know what I mean? Well, it was imperative she'd marry. I really gave it. I don't know what the fuck, this take about me and that. Because it wasn't nothing about like Elizabeth, and I said the biggest scapegoat of the 17th century, the 1600s, was Guido Fawkes. Guido, biggest scapegoat, that man. And I mentioned Robert Cecil being, the most powerful man in England. Yet the gunpowder plot was a subplot by him. Then I quoted Shakespeare. It is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And I said that was Cecil. Shakespeare was talking about. It's made up in the comment. And Noad says they can put Noel Gallagher in DM. Take care, Sean and Frank. Take care, Noad 72. Thank you. Thomas Laugh. I knew Slot is bald too, but whenever you go to the Slot machine, you win. Oh, the slot machine.
I like that.
I love Jürgen, but do you think he respected Guardiola too much sometimes, Frank? I think you've got a point there. But then again, so did Pep with Liverpool.
Yeah.
To be honest.
We've now hit 840 subscribers, Frank.
840? Go away.
840. I think Frightening YT has just become the 840th subscriber. It's just come up on your YouTube channel, 840. I am absolutely up for you.
That's brilliant. That frightening YouTube. Right, see. Hello, new here. Hope you get 1K. Up the Reds. 8 points clear. Thank you, frightening. Thank you. And we only need, well, on my estimation, 140 are we on? 840.
840, so we need what, 160?
160, yeah.
So, I mean, come on, lads, that is doable. Let's all try and get together. I'll be on AKM LFC tomorrow night. I'm going to be getting some of our followers to do the same, to follow Frank. If each and every single one of you do the exact same, if you're on the YouTube channel, share, like, subscribe Frank's streams. Make sure that you get friends and family who are Liverpool supporters, that will subscribe to Frank, and it'll be good crack.
Or UFO hunters.
Yes, exactly. We do know Liverpool.
They were like friends with benefits. That means, you know, the other two. Do you know Leo Goals? No, I don't know him. You know, he come on the chat a couple of times. And he's a nice lad. And Thomas, I learn English in school, but I'm already fluent in it. So I hate learning about a language that I already know. I also have German in school and learning French as a hobby. Brilliant.
Very good.
So shall I tell you something funny? I might have told you, I don't know. I go to Italy quite a lot, right? So anyway, I'm standing there, and two old ladies always said to me, two little old English ladies, you know, good morning, Frank. And I was, good morning, you know. So anyway, one of them was waiting for one of them to come down, you know, from the room. And I'm standing by this post. Right, I'm standing there like that. And it was morning. And this fella walked through, this German fella, you know, with his two kids, and he had a ball. And I went, Guten Morgen, meine, Guten Morgen, Kinder. Fußball, you know, like that. And the kids, oh, yeah, you know, the little kids were made up. Anyway, they went up. And this waiter come through. And he went like that, Buongiorno, Franco. And I said, Buongiorno, come stare, you know, whatever his name was. And anyway, he went on. So I'm standing there, you know, I was married then, I was waiting for it. I'm standing there, and the old lady came down to see a mate who was sitting behind me, you know. I was standing by a post, you see, you know, like that. And do you know what the old lady said to a mate who comes down? She went, are you ready? And she went, I've just been listening to Frankie's bisexual. Instead of bilingual. Oh man, that's absolutely crazy, you know. But that's true.
Frank, I'm gonna have to leg it, mate.
Yeah, same as me.
I will talk to you all soon, and thank you very much, everyone. And be sure also to follow AKM LFC as well as Frank's. And I look forward to talking to you at some stage or other.
Okay, I'll see you on Tuesday.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Ci vediamo. Ciao. I told him, Tuesday I will bring Leo here streaming with Frank. Thank you, Ali Danus. Thank you. And Thomas Love. I'm going to end on this, lads. I'll have to. Please. I love writing songs and making people smile. The last time City won, it's been a while. Currently, they are looking like a trashy pile. Liverpool are better by a mile. I like that. Thomas Love. Keep it up. I'm going, boys. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for staying with me and Sean. And I've got my yesterday show tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be seeing, but I'll be seeing you all on Tuesday, hopefully. Thank you so much. Thank you, Leo Goals. Thank you so much for all you people out there. Thank you.